Okay, folks, welcome to the show. That was the world premiere, and it's a day of world premieres because we've got Peaceful Cacophony with their latest video and single release. We're going to have Denise up, and Denise is here. Be prepared for a Christmas outfit coming up a little bit. Good morning, Paul from Nanaimo. We love Paul. He's a good friend of ours. He's a good friend of ours. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching the show a little bit, we're going to in just a little while, we're going to get David Donnelly and our friend Denise up. They are together, Peaceful Cacophony, and again with their new single out and everything. So I love the intro. Well, this is good. This is a good way to go. We're stealing a page from Tokyo Brian's Man on the Street, Ma'am on the Street, in my case, running around. But anyway, there you have it. I love the Rachel intro. Joe, it's our new thing. It's our new intro. Anyway, folks, I got 21 CDs I want to sell you. I want to flip. I'm joining the flippers. I want to thank Frank, Mr. Stickermania, who bought those gorgeous long boxes. I did a short. If you haven't seen it, check that out. Also did a short YouTube video the day they came in because I was doing some filming. But out of that set, I got 21 sealed Rolling Stone CDs I'd like to sell for 60 United States dollars, and they're all sealed. There you go. Rolling Stones, Ghost Head Soup, 1973, right? None of these are open. They were, I believe, a grand prize that somebody won a while back. And of course, I have, all these on vinyl. There's the 1980s, right? Dirty Work. And, Face, Taste, and Other Cookies, double album. As you can see, The Shrink, still on all of these. What do you got? Oh, Ronnie Wood's debut, Rolling Stones Black and Blue, first time Ronnie Wood. And you're noticing the French here, so these are Canadian iterations of these CDs. I mean, if they don't sell, nobody wants them. I'm cool. I'm happy to keep them. They're great. It's only rock and roll, 1974, but I like it. Great, incredible. What else we got? We got Suckin' in the 70s, the greatest hits kind of thing. Rach, you're looking skinnier than me. You look great. Well, I'm down to 212 today, new low. I'm always hitting new lows. We all know that. Holy smoke. This is Made in the Shade. This is kind of cool. Yeah, I want to be your beast of burden. That's on there. And then we got oh, this is fantastic. Everybody loves this one, right? What it was a Beggar's Banquet, right? Beggar's Banquet. Yeah, there you go. Because I'm used to it. It's got the other cover on it without the toilet. What do we got here? Still Life. Yeah, I think this set goes up to Still Life, right? So you can see there's quite a few. Sticky Fingers, one of the great ones. Sticky Fingers, Jumping Jack Flash. It's Gas, Gas, Gas. Okay. Rewind, Rolling Stones. Let's play some more hits. This is the best sounding. If you have the mono, Stones of mono, Let It Bleed is the best sounding of the whole bunch. These are all stereo treatments of the Stones. Steel Wheels. This is when I finally saw them. I'd never seen them prior to Steel Wheels. And again, this is sealed up just like the rest of them. Some consider this their best. Exile on Main Street. Brian goes, I got Beggars on Super Audio. I'll be your savior, so steadfast and true. I come to your emotional rescue. That's on this one. Start Me Up, Tattoo You, 1981. Great album. Start Me Up. Rolling Stones Flashpoint, a live album, I believe. Rolling Stones Flashpoint, Live Vive. Maybe Brian can read that. Some Girls. This was great. This was a great album. 1970. I want to say 77. Rach, you're a stone dealer, man. That's right, Lucky. High Tides and Green Grass. Kind of an interesting title. I love the cover on this with Brian up front. My favorite Rolling Stone, Brian. big hits on there, kids. Between the Buttons, this is very nice. My Sweet Lady Jane. When they played that live, it was just amazing. So there's 21 CDs in all. Rachel, I'll give you 60 Canadian, and there's no shipping. That ain't going to happen for you. And then we got, Undercover of the Night, right? With this and the stickers and stuff. Again, all sealed up. So there you go, 60 USD, beautifully sealed up. And there would be no shipping for you. That is correct, Pretty Green Vinyl Guy. There would be no shipping on that. So that's the deal. Yeah, Raibu, it means live. Attaboy. Steeler's Wheel or Steel Wheel. Well, I would prefer Steeler's Wheel, Jerry Rafferty. But Steel Wheels is the name of the album. So there's all that. Now, we've been in contact with David Donnelly. David and Denise will not be together today, which is unfortunate because they look adorable when they're together. So they're going to be coming into us each from their own location. We've got in store for you world premiere of their video, their latest in their discography. They're releasing stuff. Okay, the Stones are the greatest rock and roll band of all time. That's what they say. Okay, Edwin goes, what's the exchange? Yeah, you can drop by and they're all here waiting for you.
82
Canadian. $82 Canadian for 21 CDs. So there you go. Pretty good price, I'd say. And Jay Farley, you're not going to sell me any CDs, Governor. All right, Bruce Stern. And Peaceful Cacophony, yes, you're cute. You're cute, Denise. We love you.
Can we replay the
And
intro?
okay, so we're getting more people, and we got 76 people, and you're going to get used to it. But we do have this new intro. We'll play it again for you for those that are arriving now before everything gets going. Let's go right up to the top. You see what I'm looking at? Trust me, I've been playing flight sims. Don't even get me started. Here we go. Let's go.
I wanna be where the boys are, but I'm not allowed. On the other side of the boys' bar, I wait them to all come out. I'm not a It's not my fault that I'm not a boy. It's not my fault I don't have those toys. I'm not a boy. I'm not
All right. Okay, let's get that down there. Zeb is in the house. What the hell, Zeb? What are you doing here, you troublemaker?
He's not
Holy
blocked.
smokes.
He's there.
No, I know on his other account. He wants his
Oh, I
main
see.
account. 60 USD is a steal. Well, we got a sale. So first come, first serve. Pretty Green Vinyl Guy. Edwin, we love him. So I've got these. They're all ready for you, and you'll have a pretty much a complete discography of the Rolling Stones, dating from like 1971 too. Still Life. So early 90s, maybe late 80s there. You were not blocked, Zeb. Well, I think he's blocked on some level. I blocked him on
Yeah.
some level. So you're just gonna have to be a slime dog for today's show, and then I'll get you out of jail. Behave yourself, boy. Oh boy. Okay, the song grows on you, boy. It's a catchy thing, man. Your cheekbones, native, really stand out. Yeah, they do. It's part of the thing. No to peanuts, ladies and gentlemen. Michael, the legend, Michael Fremer will be our guest on the Classical Show Wednesday, 5 p.m. This is our good friend, Anthony Audiphilia. Everybody make sure you tune in. Get your classical gas on. Windless Van Man, what did I just, well, you watched the Rachel's Ghost trailer at the beginning of each live stream. I'm going to start with that from here on in. I think it's kind of fun. Slime Dog Pukey, that's it sounded very 80s. It is 80s. Anybody familiar with the song? Patreon, my Patreon people, I do have a Patreon, $5 a month. No, it's not. Is it $5 a month? $5 a month. You get some extra perks, one of which was people got the world debut of that. So they've already seen it, my Patreon people. Okay, I hope David's world premiere is going to be bigger than Wax's short film. This is from Rod Reddy. Rod Reddy. Is that, what's his name? Arnie Zanzibar. Is that you, Arnie? Love Arnie. He's a first responder, for the love of God. Anyway, David was having a wet dream about those Rolling Stones oldies. Yeah, aren't they great? Okay, I thought it was something from the documentary. Well, high praise indeed, because that's just me and Scoozy with the iPhone having some fun. Out in a boot, Canadian pronunciation, in Nanaimo, British Columbia. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason here is Peaceful Cacophony. I really want to shout them out. I really want to do a thing. Before we get to them, a couple of other program notes. My good friend, our good friend, Tokyo Brian, with a beautiful Christmas hello. Look at are these the coolest things? Let's go here. This is from Brian. See that? Tokyo, T2Y, T9K, Tokyo record style, Tokyo record style. It's all there. Are you on a keto? No, I'm not. I just eat right, Zeb. I'm looking after myself. I'm very elderly. I'm on my way out. You can be sure of that. I watched the documentary. Excellent, professional, with superb interviews. Yeah, I mean, the guy's a pro. That's Greg. He knows how to do it. Sounds like Book of Love. It is the Book of Love. And full credit and all the details are given to them. It's Book of Love, and the song is called Boy. I'm not a boy, which is kind of funny. So to me, the whole thing's kind of funny. Those are cool, Rachel, what he sent me. He sent me a lovely note, too. Brian, permission to read the note? I'd like to read the note. If I'm allowed, let me know. Ghost 2 got totally ratioed by the Concert Buddy live stream last. It was really eye-opening stream. Well, I don't mind getting ratioed. Chance is a good friend of mine. There's a lot of people that don't like Rachel's Ghost. You recognize that, right? Gee, I wonder why people don't like Rachel. Why. So there's that. Okay. So I don't care about ratio. There's a lot of channel with more views, a lot of this than me. But I'm telling you one thing, man. My show is the best fucking thing going. And if you don't know it, then you got your head up your ass. Okay, so we're waiting on Tokyo record style to get the permission so I can read this little love note. Okay, while we wait for the love note, let's do this. There's a lot of good folks out there. Sure, I think, he goes. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll get back to Tokyo, Brian. In the meantime, this was gifted Furor, right? But it's a Liverpudlian, 1967. A lot of the articles here are in Heinche language, Dutch. We love Heinche. By the way, if you watch that trailer, look for Heinche in the trailer. Are there still haters, trolls around? Oh, yeah, all the time. I love the cap, Rach. I'm right with you. Well, Europe's in a hell of a lot of trouble. Boy, oh boy. Don't even get me started. But anyway, this is something great from Europe. A lot of articles in Fiji, but there's also some stuff in en anglais. So there you go. A lot of English in here. Look at that. Famous Liverpudlians. You want to go see where they filmed, the Abbey Road and Liverpool. Lovely Rita. Meet her maid. Where would I be without you? Wolfie, welcome to the show. So anyway, yeah. So it's a combination of Dutch and English. There you go. Beatles. More Beatles. So, am I even allowed? There's my guy. Wow, that came fast. Okay, since he said that, I'm allowed to shout him out. This is gifted to us through the auspices, the good graces of 4D, a fine English gentleman. And he's featured prominently, ladies and gentlemen. An ersatz iteration of 40 will be featured on the Tuesday thumbnail. Check that out. All right. I mean, sure, but I forgot what I wrote, so I hope it's nothing scathing. It should be fine. Well, let's see how we do. There it is. Dated November 20th, 2025. Hello again, Rachel and Sue. Hello again. Forgive me for cluttering up your mailbox. Now, why would, right away, forgive you? Why would I forgive you for giving a little gift? Rick's goes, you got 90 people watching you right now. Yeah, we'll beat that. It's early. We just started. Okay, just give us a little chance to get going here. Forgive me, and remember, we only do 2 shows a week now. And I don't do regular videos like the rest of you peons. But I just love any excuse to break out the old Olympia SM9 for some clickety-clackety. It's like me little droogies from Clockwork Orange. This time's excuse is that I made some fun and silly Tokyo record style "Have a Nice Play" stickers. Right on the back, it does indeed say "Have a Nice Play." Clever, very clever stickers. Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, right? And if you like the Watchmen, right? The Watchmen series, the comic book, graphic novel. Not bad, eh? But for all the barn burners you have on the Richest Ghost TV show, I still love the fact that shared love of music, I think people keeps bringing people from different backgrounds together again and again. True enough, true words. And it goes without saying, nobody has a bigger or better stage presence than you two. Sue, you're included. For your information, if you need to dox me, my return address is on the envelope. Brian, we don't dox here. Okay, we refuse to dox. It's nobody's business. It's between you and me and Scoozy. But I want to thank you, Brian. This is an absolutely lovely, and look at that love from Tokyo. Look at that love from Tokyo, and it's personalized with love from Brian. So I want to say thank you to Tokyo Record Style, who is Brian, for the lovely, lovely guest. Daddy Bog, we love you. We love you. Hot Rocks is pretty complete. Yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff. I mean, it's solid. It's wall-to-wall bangers, right? Huge hits. But it's dated because it cuts off at a certain point in the Stones' career. And the Stones still had a lot of tremendous output during the 70s and 80s to go through, And even now, I mean, they're still putting up the Hackney Diamonds, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, Rick's goes to 90 people watch is pretty good for, right off the bat. Yeah, sure. I have no complaints, man. I have no complaints. And the show's shifted focus a lot. We're no longer, I'm not saying hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And I'm not trying to really build the channel. I'm still in a quandary about it all. My focus right now really is if we can get some of you kids signed up and donating. Brian, I also want to thank you for donating. He didn't join Patreon, but he donated and gave me a nice little dono. And I want to thank Brian, Tokyo Record Style, for throwing a dono our way. We do appreciate everything we get is not taken for granted. Everything we get is appreciated. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to do. Compilation sounds good. Rick's Made in the Shade. That's going out to Edwin. So I'm happy to have made the sale to Edwin for all that. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to start the invites. And the invites go specifically to David Donnelly and Denise. I hope David gets here. So send David a wake-up call so he knows we got a TV show going.
There.
Huh?
It's 3 in the afternoon there.
It's 3:00. Holy smokes. Well, he could be, maybe he's in the bath. Apparently he's well groomed. Anyway, Denise, hit that thing. Come on up. We'll try and get your sound system and everything going. We'll make sure you're doing good. Hey, Rach, is it still possible to catch a documentary for around $6, I think? Link still valid? Okay. Sue, drop it in there for these kids. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to donate and join my efforts that way. Okay, first guest coming in, loud and proud. Boom, David Donnelly. Hey, David.
How you doing?
Okay, one half of Peaceful Cacophony. Where is your, dare I say, better half?
Well, not long behind, I imagine, because she's been in the chat. So
Yeah, come on, Denise, hit the thing. Some people, because this is the first time she's doing it on her own, right? Normally, you get her in.
that's such a brilliant intro, Rach.
Oh, for the TV show, yeah.
Yeah.
Dora-
Well, no, for your intro thing.
yeah. What do you think?
It's fantastic. I
All
enjoyed
right.
it.
Did it make you smile or did it make you laugh at all or anything? I hope
It did, and I love that song because I like those sort of those bands like them and like Romeo Void and Fisher Z who have like one really well known hit. Oh my God, look at you!
Wow. Okay, Christmas, happy Christmas.
Yay!
This
I
is
did it on my own.
Yay!
well, you're fantastic, Denise. Very happy, many returns.
Yeah,
So,
Merry
ladies and
Christmas.
gentlemen, yeah, okay, go ahead. If you want to talk decor, Christmas, what have you.
I've got my little reindeer.
Yeah, you got to have the reindeer. It's the red nose. That means it's Rudolph.
I got
Rudolph
red
is the
nose
leader
because
of the
I've been
pack.
drinking gin.
Yeah, he was a one-time outsider, from what I understand.
I'm on the G&T because it's gin o'clock.
I love gin.
I've got
Gin. Gin's one of my favorites.
I've got
Is
a
it?
cup of tea in a cup that Denise gave me actually.
How
Lucky
predictable.
Jackson loves the Haircat 100. They're a good band too.
Yeah, that was yes. I actually, me and Denise were hanging out yesterday, and she. When did it start that I just said, "Oh, you have a go," and you've cut my hair for about 4 years now, haven't you?
It was the lockdowns because there was nothing open, so
That's
I had
right,
to start
yeah.
cutting it.
Somebody had to save your ass, David, to make sure you were presentable for the public. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Denise below me, and she shouldn't be below me. I'm going to go put you right up top. I'm going to go down low.
Yay.
Because
I like being on top.
yeah, you're the boss. And here's the thing. Oh, you're the boss. Now listen, Denise. Here's the deal. You and David together collectively are known as the musical project, Peaceful Cacophony. And we have an interesting character in the audience. Boom. Very happy. Who's this, David Donnelly?
This is the
Thanks,
man with the
Mark.
genius ears.
Yeah. Now has Project Gemini, Marcus, right? Very happy. Denise is Marcus here. Mark Anthony K. Has he helped you out at all with Peaceful Cacophony?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's done the last 2 singles, and he did the Choose Your Weapon Catharsis single as well for my
And
other
Spare
band.
Me.
And Spare Me, yeah, Spare Me. That's right. Yeah, and
Okay, yeah.
so yeah, because he is just like I say, you might sort of think, well, why don't you do it yourself? Because I do it for other people. But that's the thing. It's that he's just, I don't know what, like this mix was the quickest we said yes, didn't we? Do you know what I mean? When it's like, and when the master came across, I just had I had no points to tell him to change or anything.
I know what it is.
Okay, David, are you at liberty to tell us what Mark did? What did he do that you enjoyed about your own music that comes
He's got
back?
the equipment, darling. He's got
He brings the equipment. Okay, he's got the gear. We know Mark's got the gear. But in addition to the gear, what did he Todd Rundgren on you?
Well, what I do is I tend to kitchen sink it. There was about sort of, I don't know, 6 guitars knocking about 6 different guitar things popping in and out, and a great big sort of bank of Denise's vocals and all that sort of stuff, and just like I say, the drums sounded. He altered the sound of the drum. Just made them huge. And
drums.
yeah, it's that sort of
courtesy
thing.
of
Because
Ed.
yeah. Because I'm just too close to it. Once I've recorded everything, you see, my ear is just listening to the last thing I recorded. So to just give it to someone else, and the thing is, obviously, you've got the Project Gemini albums.
Oh yeah.
How can you not trust a guy that puts out albums that consistently good over about 6 or 7? Do you know what I mean?
And they're all beautifully engineered, beautifully mastered. They sound great.
Yeah.
And the separation of the instruments and the fidelity. They're beautiful. And he does his record plant is Train Records in Toronto, and they're very good. They come in clean. Like I clean them anyway, just by habit. but they come in so frickin' clean. You can eat off these things. It's
And he
Yeah.
makes me sound
job.
good.
You do.
Yeah.
sound-
That's the main thing. He makes me sound brilliant. I
Well,
love
you
it.
sound brilliant, independent, but I mean, it's just a little bit like I've been playing these. I got a joystick and a throttle here, and so playing these flight sims. We called it WEP, War Emergency Power. It gives that little extra boost when you need it. If you're going to kill Jerry, sorry, German
Little
friend,
boost.
love you,
Little
Michael.
boost.
45. Okay, so what's happening with this thing? Paul Nolan, holy smokes, Ireland, the pride of Ireland has joined us, Paul Nolan. Hey, Paul, good to see you again, buddy. People are still finding me because I'm kind of semi-retired. Okay, hold on. Let's stop that. What's going on with this? Hold on, I got so many things. Okay, let's kill that.
I've got to tell you, I haven't seen David so excited for a long time yesterday.
I see.
What, for my
We
haircut?
had a little
or-
band meeting and a haircut and a band meeting, and he was like glowing about today. He couldn't wait, could you?
Okay, I love this comment. This is from your producer. Because what do you call Mark? Is he your engineer? Is he your master? How do you label Mark?
Mixing and mastering engineer.
Mixing and mastering engineer. Those are the hats he wears for this project. Honestly, the song is very strong. I just took the strong parts, put them up front. Great vocals. What? Great vocals, Denise. And
Thank
guitar
you.
playing. So that's the two of you. Holy smoke. You know what?
There's a third, though. There's a third
There's a
this time
third.
round.
Yeah.
We just,
Guest.
I do all the music, and I did the drumming on the demo, and I was just trying. I thought it sounded more like Ed from The Darkness. Do it, I was trying to sort of replicate that, and in the end, I just said to Ed, do you fancy doing this drum track? And I played him the song, the demo, and he said he was well up for it. So yeah, for a one-off, as far as I'm aware, we're a three-piece on this one.
Okay, so what we're going to hear today. Now, Denise, what's the name of the song?
It's not over.
It's not over. Tell me the inspiration for the song and the idea that went into it. What's the message that you want out there for the rock and roll?
Yeah, that situationship when it's got to be over, but you don't feel like it's over, and there's some unfinished business, but it's all about relationships.
It's unfinished business, isn't it? It's like kind of, and it's also I didn't write the lyrics, but the way when I read it and I came up with the tune and stuff, I was thinking it sounds like when you're just trying to get someone to see something that's right in front of their face, and they're just not getting it.
Hence the chorus, wake up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where you just want to grab people.
Yeah, and I've heard it. I want to thank you both. Actually, David sent over a high res file of it, so I've had the pleasure of listening to the song. So I know a little bit about what's up, but it's great to as we set these things up for our audience that they get an idea. Now, the most important ticket about all this thing is where can you get this thing for your own purposes. Okay, there they are. You can follow them on Instagram, Peaceful Cacophony. So make sure you follow them on there. Please do. We want to support independent artists. Mark Anthony K, speaking of Project Gemini, has a new album out, available now on CD. It's also a digital file if you like to stream. But the record's coming out hopefully sometime in 2026, maybe by spring, somewhere in spring 2020. Anyway, I look forward to that. And Peaceful Cacophony Bandcamp, subscribe, please. And the important part there is subscribe. You don't know what they're up to unless you subscribe.
And Project Gemini's on Bandcamp as well. Just
Project Gemini is there. We can throw out Project Gemini's link too. But right now, kids, I hate to say it, but it's all about you. You're both adorable. We love you. And so we want people. We want this single in the hands of people. Should we run up the flagpole and see if anybody salutes it? Are we ready to play it? And we'll play it.
Indeed, and I'll say to the chat and anyone watching, thanks for giving us the time to just sort of take it in, and I hope people enjoy it. And I'm just particularly happy with the way this came out, and whether it's musically or the video and stuff. It just everything just clicked really, really well, and it's like it's one of those things where I listen to it, like, just
because it rocks.
and like I say, it didn't rock as much when I sent it to Mark Anthony K, but when it came back to me, it was just like, oh wow.
Perfect. So we're going to hear the Mark Anthony K mix that's coming up here. This is going to be the Mark Anthony K mix.
Yeah.
Also, so do we look to see Ed Graham, formerly of The Darkness, who just came out with a brilliant Christmas jingle? Have you seen that, David or Denise? The Darkness has got a new single, and it's all about Christmas. It's called Wine and
Wine and
Crumpets.
You can't beat the original of when they first did Christmas Time, Don't Let the Bells End. That's a bit
of a banger.
And also let's not forget. I said I'd give it a plug. We got the reissue of this.
Okay, hang on. There's the choo-choo.
And there's our boy.
Okay, there he is. All right, the lower left, I guess.
Looking very sultry there.
Yeah, he's got that sultry look. Ed Graham, ladies and gentlemen. So in the video, Denise, do we look to see Ed in there somewhere? Is he? He's not the most upfront guy. Like, hey, look at me. He's kind of a retiring, shy kind of character. I get the impression.
Oh, don't worry. David managed to winkle him out.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so your eyes feel you're looking for the drummer. It won't be David this time on drums. We get the benefit of Ed Graham, formerly of The Darkness. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And but you guys do great. Let's run up the flagpole and rock and roll. And we'll get the link for Project Gemini as well. And also, speaking of Project Gemini, one last note. There's so much going on with Mark Anthony K right now. He's got a Christmas single out right now. You can pick it up. It's available on his Bandcamp page. And Sue will put that link up. But right now, this is the world premiere of Musical Cacophony. It's not over, the official video.
Thank you,
David. And thank you also for blessing me with the great privilege of making its world debut here on.
Well, it feels natural. It feels natural because I've always been made very welcome here. So by everybody on there. So.
Well, thank you, David. All right, here we go, kids. Here's the share. We're big, we're large. And I want to go here, and I want to give it full screen value. And I want to go back in here. There's a lot of work that goes into this. Okay, here we go. Full volume. Play it loud. Here we go.
I can see
I love that, man. So just let it roll. Let it roll. Let's keep it, and then we'll just do this. So we come in as the credits roll. Project Gemini credits, copyright, right, all there. And then we're back to Rachel's Nonsense with Thrustmaster and airplanes and stuff. Okay. Wow. I love it. And I love the interposition of black and white filming in with the color. Tell me about the location where you were at.
Oh,
The
yeah.
down,
You've got history with it, you have.
Oh my God, there's such a history. I'm not normally a sentimental person, right? David will know that. But it's actually where my dad used to work.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So what exactly are we looking at? An air base or what is?
Yeah, because when there's that shot coming down from above, where there's a big golf ball right near the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, that was the RAF base, Trimingham, and it's right up on the cliffs of North Norfolk where I live. And I was actually born not in the RAF base, but nearby. In the Cold War, you know, my dad was posted to the RAF early warning radar systems, and that's where I was born, up there. So I'd never been back. And in earlier this year, I just said to David, I'd really like to see where my dad lived. You know, I've just never seen it. So we went up there and we thought, wow, fence was broken down. It's all deserted now. Been moved inland because all the cliffs are eroding, so they can't keep the base there anymore. So it closed down.
Good Lord! So is England shrinking?
Well, yeah, up in the north coast where the sea comes around up the top of Norfolk, it's eroding all the coastline up there.
So what about White Cliffs of Dover? Are they getting it?
Yeah,
as well?
that's down south. That's not.
Yeah, I know they're Kent, but are they getting it too?
No, it's because that's the channel down there. It's not the actual North Sea.
Okay, so you're getting bombarded by the North Sea. Poor Norwich. Where's it? Are we going to lose Norwich?
Well, it's right inland, so it should be.
Yeah. Norwich is all right. It's about sort of 40 minutes away from the coast.
Okay, so we still got.
Me and Ed filmed our black and white bits at an RAF, an ex-RAF. So it was like a helipad that used to be. It's on the near Lowestoft where Darkness all come from, and it was like a radar station, I believe, and all that sort of stuff. So just like Denise's one. So, and the thing is, because Ed's really into that. That's his thing. He loves World War II stuff, and we're always, whenever me and him go out somewhere to the coast or whatever, he's always looking for tank blocks and those great big blocks of concrete, and also pillboxes as well. And I remember we went to Walberswick on the coast, and we found this pillbox, and Ed was really excited because it still had rusty machine gun mounts in it and all that sort of stuff. You know, so it's a passion of his.
So when it comes to songwriting, which one of you is the hook master? Who brings the hooks in? Wake up. Who came up with that? Wake up.
Denise.
Yours truly.
Yeah, that's to me, that's what sells records. You got to have a hook, right? If you want a single to, you got that earworm. You need that earworm that gets in there, and you want to keep saying it, and that you can remember the line from it, so that the song helps stay with the individual, right? Yeah,
and I mean, it's like Denise is just brilliant at coming up with vocal melody lines that I just sort of put the right things underneath it, and then it grows from there, sort of thing. But I am basically I'm the sort of grey underfelt to her fancy carpet, you know.
Well, you got to have a good underfelt, David, to cushion the blow. But it was the same thing with Skeleton Way. Like, you put such a great hook. Who came up with the hook in Skeleton Way? Is that Denise again?
That's you as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
Repetition is absolutely beautiful in that thing. Yeah. So, you know, it kind of gets you moving. Love your guitars, David. I'm a guitar person. And so rock and roll guitar is just mood in my soul. It just does everything for me. So I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, can we buy the thing? When can we get this?
I've just made it live on Bandcamp.
Okay, it's just gone live. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so sophisticated over here. So everything's coordinated. So if you head over there, you can support these kids, these young artists. We love them. and it helps. Put a few bob, put a few bob in the purses. It helps out, especially at this time of year where the want is most keenly felt.
And am I right, Denise? Because Denise is in charge of all this. She's the head honcho of the whole thing. It's on Spotify, and has it gone up on...
I did it through DistroKid, so they distribute it to all the main
Okay,
platforms.
Cobuzz, I know you're on my beloved Cobuzz. I want to thank Loki Tio again.
Yeah.
He spearheaded. I had Spotify, and then I went to Tidal. At Spotify, then Tidal, it was like a little pig. You leave the house of straw to wood, and then you end up in a good brick solid thing. And Cobuzz, apparently the artists get a little bit more money, so you folks actually get a little nickel from that kind of thing, apparently through Cobuzz when I play it.
Okay, great.
So, and I've been playing your stuff. I mean, it's great rock and roll. This is where you kids are. Personal question, is Ed Graham a pirate now?
He is, yes. He's decided not to be a rock star anymore, and he's now hanging around on the Lowestoft coast, mugging people.
Yeah, it's because David took him out one night, so he had to cover his eye over with a patch.
Yeah, he doesn't. He only wanted to see half the trouble they got up to. But I think it's a real coup to get Ed on board with this thing. He's a named guy, and to have him with you, it's a bit of a feather in your collective caps. And
I mean, he was a friend way before. I've known him for 20.
Well, those are the
years.
kind of friends you want.
Yeah.
I want you on my next big hit, Hindshade, the boy I can't resist. Maybe we'll work on that. We'll put some.
Yesterday I was trying to explain to Denise Henshay, and it just sounds weird when you say it. When you say, "Oh no, Rachel likes collecting this thing by this little young Dutch kid that sings about his mum and religious stuff and what have you," and it's like I could see it's like Denise looked like a dog that had been shown a card trick. It's just.
Now, there's nothing trashy about Spotify. It's just for the fidelity. Cobuzz apparently has got the best fidelity. And I think it's got one of the best artist return percentages out of all the online streaming platforms.
We're on SoundCloud as well. SoundCloud, and every single social media platform.
And SoundCloud's got some of your solo stuff on it, hasn't it? All the older stuff.
I've got a load
of my producers just handed me a note.
Jesus. Give them.
Get them off. Get them off now.
Can we get a bit on Denise's history of music? Apparently, my producer wants to know a little bit about your background, where you came from, and all that. What you like growing up, and how do you find yourself meeting up, hanging out with this character, this David Donnelly?
What on earth?
How
did that happen? Yeah, I worked in the music industry back in London days before I came up to Norfolk, 12 years ago. So I was in the music industry for BMI, which is the big American music royalties. And I was meeting all sorts of celebs coming in and out to do their forms, because in those days you couldn't do them online. And so, the amount of people I was meeting that had thousands of pounds floating around and they hadn't claimed their royalties, So I got to see how it worked, because we'd just say, look, would you like to come in the boardroom and co-write with someone? We've got so-and-so in town. Would you like to come and co-write?
Yeah.
And so I saw how it all worked, and I got to know a few people. Gary Granger was one of the people that came in with an all-star band for charity. And we started going to showcases and stuff. And we started writing together, and he'd gone from being quite heavy rock. But then I think his manager was backing Rod Stewart when Rod Stewart was 21.
Oh wow!
And Rod Stewart, he went through lead guitarists like Hot Dinners, and so all of a sudden he said to Gary's manager, "Look, can I have Gary in the band?" And he suddenly shot from being completely unknown to being world tours with Rod Stewart in a white stretch limo,
Yeah.
So he wrote with him for 5 years, and it was in the band. And he did actually say to me that he'd gone more into soft rock, and then he loved 8-string guitar. So he used to do a little bit of more folky kind of stuff actually. But we've done a couple of ballads together, and one of them's in my back catalogue. And so what happened was, yeah, he just he said to me one day, do you know what? I've never been able to write with anyone as well as I could with Rod, and with you. It's just something about the combo, and I think it is rare. Like David and I have got that, but it's been
it's very easy.
a long journey. I haven't found anyone else except for you since then, and it just works. You know, you've got that certain something. But yeah,
chemistry is absolutely critical.
Mm.
You got to have the chemistry, or something very enjoyable can turn into a real chore and a real dread, and it won't. And you can't sustain it when it gets like that, because there's, you got to have a little magic in the tank in order to make it work, right?
Exactly. I don't know what the secret is. It just happens. And David and I, you've heard the story, some of you.
Yeah. So for Peace and Cacophony, like 2025's been a really big year for you kids. Like there's been a lot of content that's come out of the band this year. So.
Well, this is track 6.
Yeah. And people were asking in the comments, I was talking about physical media. Now, Rachel, I would love to put this out on vinyl, and I was talking to Denise about that yesterday. But what I can say is the album, which will be an 11-track album, but that will come out on a CD, with it, because we want to put the lyrics in a booklet and some pics and stuff. But of course, we'd love to do a vinyl edition, but it's that we don't tour, and we don't I don't know how we'd shift like 100 copies. I'm not sure. Are there really 100
secret
people?
idea, haven't we? We've got this.
We're
hatching an idea about maybe doing a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. So would you have some like in terms of, because you can only handle
inspired by Mark Anthony Kaye, because he's what's he on his like 350th Project Gemini video, it's like, keeping people up to date with things and what have you. It's just, but for us it's a timing issue, isn't it? It's because we both have other things, and also like the Peaceful Cacophony, the Ebony Ivory, the Black and White, and that me and Denise are. It's like Denise is very let's do it now, let's that sort of thing, and then I'm the sort of like, okay, in a minute.
Procrastination.
You gotta have that. You gotta have Denise doing that, or you guys don't do anywhere, and you don't make a splash, and you don't show up on this program, and no one hears anything about your music. It's very so you've got to put yourself out there. And there's other songwriters, who you are. People talk to me. I go, Rich, I want to do something, but I'm afraid. I go, you've got to put that. You got to bury that. You got to bury all worries or concerns about, I don't want to look like I'm egotistic or anything. You got to put yourself out there, pay the risk, and put your art out there so people can enjoy it.
But I think David is just, every time I meet him, and I've known him for 5 years at least, he tells me another funny anecdote, that I've never heard before. And I just said to him, you've got so many stories and you're never going to write it down, but we should do a podcast, because he's brilliant at telling them off the spur of the moment. All these hilarious stories just come out, and I think if we just captured it on a podcast, that'd be great, wouldn't it? I think we should do it.
Yeah.
Totally
absolutely. Well, I mean, if you build it, they will come. So the point is you have to build it. You've got the product that stands behind any communication that you do. So you've got videos in the can, and so it can be a real enterprise. So I encourage you to do it. I think it's a great idea. The only thing holding you back is yourselves. So do it. Simon's in. He goes, I love the video. Hi, Simon. Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
And what was it? Somebody. Oh, yeah. Slime Dog Puggy said, press some flexi discs. It'll be cheaper. And it's like, the funny thing is that I collect flexi discs. I'd love to do a flexi, you know, I'd love to, if there was a magazine that wanted to give a flexi away, sort of thing. I used to collect. I've got an entire collection of the magazine Flexi Pop, which was about 25 issues, and each one had a flexi disc on the front. Whether it was the 80s, so it's like Madness, The Cure, Mark Arman, all this sort of stuff. It's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We got 109 people watching right now. I do want to say, everybody, please support Denise and David, Peaceful Cacophony. Sue will keep the link floating out here from time to time. Hey, Brug Rock Tommy, holy smokes, is Edward. We love him. But yeah, Scott says, yeah, you gotta put it out there. Sorry, Rishi, but you gotta promote it a little bit to make things go. Okay, since we got more people here now, I'd like to play the song one more time here, just because this is why we're all here today and supporting Peaceful Cacophony. Sue's got the link right there. Head over and get your own copy. Support independent artists. That's really what it's all about. So, without further ado, let me find this thing in my hit list.
Thank you very much for all this. And I know Denise is a bit against the clock today, so after this, maybe Mazzy and Rob would like to come up and
if they're even here. I don't even know if they're here.
We'll bugger off.
Okay, let me pull this up and go to YouTube.
It's been good to see you. Thanks for having us.
All right, here we go.
We love
Thanks
you
for the
guys.
Union Jack cushion.
Yeah, it's a
I love
shame.
the
It's a
Union.
shame that
That's there all the time anyway. That just lives. That's the way I
it's
am.
a shame that Susie doesn't do any other show other than Friday.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? I was going to come up, but I had this massive cold, so
Oh yeah, you were suffering the other night, weren't you?
yeah, I'm a lot better today, but I'm still trying to take it easy. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
I
Yeah,
see.
you
Feel
did.
better soon.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
next time.
Feel
All
better
right,
soon.
ladies and gentlemen, here we are. World premiere. We're playing it. Thanks everybody for being here. Let's rock and roll.
Bye, guys.
All right, here we go. Let's refresh.
You say I'm different like you don't feel the things that I do. I can see the buzz
So great stuff, a lot of fun.
Oh, she's gone. You didn't even get a chance to talk about your orange fella.
Holy smokes! So it's not about Orange Guy today. It's all about peaceful cacophony. So Denise, very busy, obviously.
She said a teeny goodbye right before
She
the
she
went,
gave us a
"Bye,
very
everybody." She was
tiny
so
goodbye.
shy.
So it was great. I think you guys are going to do very well with this thing. It's fantastic. I'm going to put the link out for others to join us, David.
Yeah, please do.
Since we've lost the best thing about the show, which was Denise. Beetle Babe or anybody else who likes coming up on camera, those that prefer it, Johnny L. If you're awake or here, let me know. Get up here. Boy, I love those guitars, man. That you know how to rock. You look like a rocker when you're playing. That's what I like. That's my vision of rock and roll.
But this is something I said actually in the documentary, but it's not in the film. But that I really do appreciate, and I'm sure Mark does, and First Boy on the Moon, and Angelo Kelly, even
our people.
It's just and it really. I don't think I know of another podcast that's got as many musicians watching.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
We've been very fortunate that way. There's another guy who follows me on my political channel, actually from Nashville, and he's a country guy. He does country type stuff, right? Pure, like it's just like contemporary country kind of stuff. If that's your jive, man, the guy's really good. So there's so many good musicians, and one of the great joys for me doing this thing, Angelo Kelly. Holy crap! So many great musicians that we get. I love her voice. It adds punk to the rock. Yeah, I like the hooks and the stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, here's Project Gemini. There's a lot of content, a lot of material there right now. Mark's got a brand new album coming out, and the pre-orders, you can get on board with all that. And what's the other thing? We've got Project Gemini doing that. We've got the Christmas single coming out. So he's just busy. He's doing all sorts of stuff. Dark Monarchy is another project that he's got going. And it just never seems to. He's the hardest working man in showbiz. And then now he's taken on some extra projects working with David. And our good friend Marty in Oregon has got a little surprise coming the vinyl community's way in the not too distant future. So keep your ears open for all of that. John Peel, we bring them in, and we talk to the artists, and we try and promote them.
I just answer Herkimer's thing was in that cellar. It's not so much a cellar. It's basically on the sort of at the side of the helipad at this RAF base. There was this, Ed spotted that there was this sort of crumbling sort of door and what have you. And it's like, what it is it's like a whole corridor of like war rooms underneath the helipad thing. So it's like you go right down. And again, that's another thing about Ed. He just has to sort of explore, and he really likes finding, there's a Facebook page called Secret Norwich, and it's all about all the sort of bunkers and underground hidden places, and like that's very much an Ed thing. So when we went there to film, he sort of immediately he was drawn to this thing that looked like it had a lid on it, and there might be a hole there to sort of go down, and there's the steps go down and what have you. Brilliant, really amazing place,
Wow. Because for me, like I'm at World War II aviation, but the British Supermarine Spitfire is my favorite plane of all time. The mighty Spitfire with all the romance associated with it. Even though the Hurricane, the redoubtable Hurricane, did a lot of the heavy lifting during the Battle of Britain. But the Spitfire, was there ever a more beautiful plane with the elliptical wing? Need I say more?
Yeah.
So Reginald Mitchell creating, of course, the Spitfire Supermarine. It was a seaplane originally, design with pontoons, the whole bit. But then when it come wartime, it converted rapidly into a top tier fighter. And it went through so many iterations from Spitfire Mark 1, very primitive, all the way up Spitfire like Mark 1824s, high technology. Amazing. Anyway, my all-time favorite plane. Hey, David, one of the teams in this video reminds me of David Bowie's Ashes to Ashes video.
Do you think
Even
he means
though
do you think he means themes?
themes, I think he's
Yeah.
trying to say.
I have to say that wasn't in my mind, but obviously, never going to get upset about any sort of connection to Bowie. So
Rick Spinner, I didn't know Rach was in a fire, but I'm big time. Always have right up there. There you go. Whoops. Hang on. Producers working extra time. This is a heavy tome. This is a thing I wrote. I'm Prophet. There's my name in lights. Rach or
yeah.
Dave Williams. I know, and David. That's my adoptive name. But this thing covered. It
a
was
very good adopted name.
What a book
The
this
best.
thing was. And it was the first massively multiplayer online game. And so I co-wrote it. Well, I started. It was my vision to create the book. Our editor was this guy here, Crod, Dwayne Godwin. He ended up in London, down in West London, down by Wandsworth. Actually, he's in Wandsworth, but he was out of South Africa. So we were sending files all over the world. The book was published by Burbank Books. Michael Hyde sadly passed away of cancer a few years after we published this in 1997, all those years ago. And then Doc Doom, Jeff Evans, also from Australia. I think Jeff may have been American born. He has dual citizenship, and he was living in Texas for a while. The game was based out of Grapevine, Texas. It was the heir apparent to Air Warrior by a company called Kesmai. And these guys came in with Warbirds. It was originally called Confirmed Kill, name change through working with different companies. And it tells the story of from the development, conception, and how it became. It's still going to this very day. But in all honesty, it's been superseded by games like DCS and even IL-2, Illusion 2, Stormovik. Incredible. Those two games are really holding. The World War II, you want Stormovik, but if you like jet fighters and that kind of thing, even though DCS does have some World War II stuff in it, but the big thing is the jets and stuff. And what a joy to fly a Harrier. You got to go you can fly over the Falklands. We got problems in the Falklands. And you can fly a Harrier over the Falklands and try and take out some French-built Mirages that the Argentinians were using. Pretty freaking cool.
If you ever make it over to England again, I'd love to. If you and Ed were sat opposite each other on a pub table, me and Scoozy would have to rip you apart after maybe the.
Well, just for the beer itself, I'd be pounding them. I can go for a good pound of beer.
Not anymore, you can't.
Well, I don't know. I did. I had 3 the other day.
And
3
you were
pints.
pretty toasted.
I was. How do you feel?
Oh God.
I'm just as my slender. I'm too.
But he just. My point was that he loves all the stuff you love, and I mean he goes to Tank Fest every year and sits on tanks and looks and all this sort of stuff. There's a place just outside where Michelle lives in Banbury called Tanks a Lot, and you can actually hire a tank to drive over a car.
Oh wow! So something Joe Walsh might like.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, nice. I collect books written by people I know. I'd love to have a copy. There are copies still available. You can find them oot and a boot. Pretty toasted was the term you're looking for. Pretty cut. Yeah.
Back in a sec.
Hope he likes them Mirages. Yeah, French built. That's when the Sheffield got hit. I was so mad in the Falklands. The HMS Sheffield, British destroyer, was killed like 10 miles out by an Exocet missile. They never knew what hit them. This is the nature of aircraft. They figured this out. Billy Mitchell got court-martialed for demonstrating how air power can reduce shipping to ashes, at a moment's notice. And then Britain found out the hard way with Repulse and the Prince of Wales in Indonesian waters during World War II. They were just obliterated by Japanese aviation. And Pearl Harbor also kind of put the seal. So the age of the battleship came to an end. The dreadnought came to an end because of air power. The aircraft carrier became the thing. Now we're seeing another shift technologically with drone warfare. We're learning that in the Ukraine with Russia and how these drones just get, you see the camera on it and zoom right in on their target. Deadly and frightening stuff. Anyway, we're going to have to start telling rock stories if we're going to be left alone by ourselves. Go ahead, keep going.
What I nipped off to go and get was somebody said, you know, I like getting books by people I know and that. Well, we didn't say anything because it's a different industry, a different thing. But Denise has written 2 books.
Oh, yeah. So this is Rising from the Ashes, Jehovah's Witness. What a disaster that religion is.
And this one, this was basically about her, just her managing to escape the Jehovah's Witnesses at the age of 33. Yeah. And then this is a little, not hobby of hers, it's a passion of hers, is old, like past life detective. She's into past lives and stuff. Again, it's not something we sort of, connect on, but it's a fascinating book. But this is a great book.
Testimonial.
Yeah, it's really good. And there's Denise on the back.
Oh, lovely, Denise. That's a great shot. Yeah, good for her. And Denise is with us. Ed Graham also filmed our video, Ultimately Nothing Really Ends. So it's actually our second collaboration.
That's true, actually. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because Ed does quite a lot of video work. That's another passion of his. And yeah, he spent a whole day, I think, with. You're welcome. He spent the whole day with Denise in a graveyard, I believe, in the summer.
I got to tell you, Wolfie, I like them big. Go big or go home. So I like the 32 scale. 32 scale, 132. Boy, oh boy, they're big. They're fun to look at. All the details are there. So the more detail you can get, the better. So that's what I like. I collect a lot of the, I've done because I've limited space. But there's certain planes I wanted. So I got 132 scale to keep my soul happy. And that's my Spitfire. Spit 9, my favorite iteration of Spitfire, with an E-wing, 250 cal and 220 millimeter Hispano cannons on there. I talked to a World War II fighter pilot, Stocky Edwards. He killed 17 German aircraft. Some other pilots would have bailed out. One guy that didn't get pulled out was Otto Schultz. They called him 1, 2, 3 Schultz. He was the 1, 2, 3 killer. And his moniker was to set a plane on fire. If he couldn't burn it, he wasn't happy. So he's flying around with his wingman. They're in a finger 4 formation, a rot, and a schwam. And so he goes in and he's flying over this guy named Wally Wood, a Canadian, hunkered down behind a downed hurricane in the North African desert, 100 feet off the deck. Schultz has taken slicing passes. He come in, come back up, swoop back in, Meanwhile, Stocky Edwards, Canadian kid, comes flying in 100 feet off the deck in a P-40, Kitty Hawk, we call them, Warhawks, the American call them. And he comes in 100 feet off the deck, 650 calibers open up, broadside Schultz. Schultz wobbles in the air. And I talked to Stocky about this kill. And then the plane flopped on its back, goes down, and it was like a beehive. All these Messerschmitts started floating around and buzzing around, going, what the hell happened to our winglater? He's dead. And Schultz had 150 kills to his own credit. So he was a high-scoring ace, but Stocky Edwards took him down. I talked to Stocky once. It was so cool when I was writing this Warbirds book, and there's the interview with him in here, and I go to Stocky. I go, so what's the difference between 303s? The early Spitfires carried 303 caliber, 50, the .5s, 50 cal that the Americans had, and 20 millimeter cannon. He goes, oh, that's simple. He goes, the 303s put holes in plane. And if you hit them with the 50 caliber, pieces will come off the plane. And you hit them with 20 millimeter cannon, chunks come out of the aircraft. And I'm just like, holy crap, man. Because I remember shooting, in the games we play, this Warbird. And I said, man, I'm pounding this guy with tons of 303s. He says, yeah, that's why, because you're just putting holes in it. It still fly.
What started this, Rachel, in terms of what started your sort of I like warplanes?
my love for it stemmed from 5 years old. A little neighborhood boy came over across the street, lived directly across the street, and he comes over and he goes, "My dad got me a little toy from England." And I go, my dad got me a plane from England. This kid was like a year younger than me. I go, what did he get you? I'm 5, right? What did he get you? And he goes, "Look." And it's a Spitfire. And he goes, "Look." And he grabbed the undercarriage, and out came the leg, and the elliptical wing on it. I fell in love. I just looked at this machinery. I went, "Oh my God, that's a thing of beauty." I was hooked at that point and never turned back. And then as technology in our world increased, the ability to do a game like Warbirds where they recreate the North African, you can do the Mediterranean, you can do the Battle of Britain, inspired with the love of England. I'm very nationalistic type. I like old England with Spitfires and tea and crumpets and a pint down at the bar. I love all. I'm a sucker for it.
I do regularly have tea and crumpets. I really do. I have crumpets with butter and honey on. Oh,
yeah, you see, this is my upbringing. So my mom and dad were very much along this line. So I was raised this way.
Rachel was right.
Okay. So why am I right? What's going on here?
Rachel is right.
Oh, Rachel's right, Sarah. I love you. It's a great book, Rach. Well, thank you, sweetheart. Rachel is right. One of the greatest accounts I've ever seen personally. Now, if only his father, I had a friend of mine at university, Dan Marshall. Danny, if you're out there, a funny guy, PhD, ended up becoming a doctor dealing with land claims, which is all over the news right now in British Columbia. But he's a land claims kind of historian expert on all that area. He must be making money hand over fist right now with all the nonsense. But he's in the bar, and he'd say, "Oh, well, you've got to come to the faculty lounge." I go, "I'm just an undergrad student. How can I go to the faculty?" He said, "Don't worry about it." This guy was such a player. So he brings me in. So I'm sitting in with all these professors, philosophy and history types, and just getting done with these idiots, right? I mean, they're smart people, but everybody's an alcoholic. Let's full disclosure. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. What was your first interest, warplanes or genealogy? Kind of interesting. Like, I mean, because I was adopted, right? I'm adopted at 2 weeks old. So very early on, I had psychological issues with identity. I'm a transsexual, for the love of God. No wonder I have issues. But, so I was curious, innately, fundamentally core to myself. So I wanted to know about myself, who I am, where I come from, and all this. And then the age of the internet, once the internet opened up, my one regret about it all, my dad died, and my mom and dad died before I could tell them everything about their own family. My dad, his lineage is so posh. He's got like second cousins that are like knights, like they're sirs and OBEs and MPEs, and they've got every decoration, DSOs from the military brigade. Yes, World War II, Battle of Britain cousins. Like, it's just nuts, this family. Oh, Victoria Cross. We got a Victoria Cross. They're in the who's who of Welsh biography and stuff. Anyway, I just the stuff. The whole thing, upstairs, downstairs, that TV sitcom, or no, it wasn't sitcom, but drama, whatever, soap opera. The posh types were based on my cousins, the Denison Pendas, the bleeding Denison Pendas. And they're still out there making headlines. One of them, Lady Denison Pender, sold her house to a BBC presenter. And on the same page, it was Sting sells his condo in the real estate of the hoity-toits. It's bloody posh, ain't it? But then my grandmother, my dad's mom's side, was dirt poor, coming out of frickin' South London. The poorest of the poor. They're bus drivers. They're on the buses. Olive, speaking of crumpets. Anyway, I am fasting. Breakfast time, Scusi. What's the menu? Roses or sunflower? Sue, can you lend a vocal?
Bacon and egg for me.
Bacon egg for Sue. I'm doing a fast. And so tomorrow, hopefully I'll get a new low weight entry tomorrow after I'm finished everything. We'll see. Peaceful Cacophony. That's a sad story, Rachel. A sad story. Which one? There's so many. just all about what? About the poshness or the sad English south, from Lewisham. Lewisham. How do you pronounce it? Lewisham.
Yeah, Lewisham. Yeah.
Okay, I think I done all right. I think I done all right. Anyway, so yeah, genealogy, very innate to me. But when I was 5, once I saw that Spitfire, this kid having that, I always wanted one. At the age of 5, can you imagine, David? Locked in solid that way. Okay, here it goes. Good Lord, we're approaching political nooner numbers. Well, it's a different kind of show. But everything's good. I don't care about what's happening right now because after the fact, it'll end up getting about 1,100 views or so. So the show is doing as good as it ever was on a program note. And so I'm very happy about it. The starvation is making Rachel Lope always. I hope not, Eric. We hope not. Look, I got my Massey gift at Dark Horse Records. That's a great shirt. And, this is the wrong way. It's a record store day deal. Look at that, record store day.
It's Dark Horse, George Harrison's thing.
Yeah, George Harrison. It's George on the Dark Horse. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Today we're here celebrating Peaceful Cacophony and the release of their newest single. Please head over and buy it. And if you bought it, please let us know here. It's always encouraging for the artist. Hey, David, I just went over and I picked up a copy for you. So let people know. And Denise is watching. So let us know. We want to make that happen. Sue, can you head over there too and pick up a copy for us? We'll see what we can do. Little Sue, if you can believe it, Sue's lost 30 pounds. I can't.
I didn't think she had 30 pounds.
I don't think she had 30 to lose, but apparently she was hiding it somewhere.
I got 10 more to go.
She's got 10 more to go right now is where your goal is?
Wow. I wouldn't be here if I lost that.
You're doing so good.
But look at you.
But you got a lifestyle, man. And whatever you're doing, you must be doing it right because, a lot of people that get, older, and it happens with these rock stars. And I always lament when I see the rock star, I think you got to look at it as a career professional and that they've got to look after their bodies like an athlete, in order to perform and look good doing it. Heavy set guys just don't look like cool rockers because when we're young, we're all slender and trim and, there's not an ounce of fat to be found on us when we're kids.
Yeah. And I it's, I think also one of my blessings, I think, is just that because I've got such a sweet tooth, I've never drunk beer or lager or anything like that. And yet a lot of my friends who are in their 50s now, they look like they're in the sort of 3rd trimester of fucking pregnancy,
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Deep Track Zach is in the house. This is the first time I've seen him join one of the Mitchell brothers joining us since the channel has been reconstituted. People are still finding this channel even now. It's kind of crazy. Cigarettes help with fasting. I don't know. I quit that, man. I was a heavy smoker, a pack and a half a day habit, and I chain them too, man. I could just go one after the other. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But here's some other good news on the diet front. My blood pressure is normalized. I was taking high blood pressure pills because I was so overweight. And so that's normalized. My blood pressure is all within normal range. So I've been able to avoid having the high blood pressure pill, which is less is more in this life, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, DJ Trish. We love you. Welcome aboard, lovely lady. Okay, here's the secret, David. Truth to this rumor?
Well, yes, a lot of the time, yeah. I'm not really a foodie. I don't get excited about it's dinner time or, I like if I'm going out for dinner in the evening or something. It's nice. I like the whole thing, but no, it is. I don't like having to stop what I'm doing and go and cook something. It's like I just. But I don't really get hungry. I don't know what it is. I've never been, and yet I'm not skinny. I'm quite, I'm happy with how I am. It's like it's funny. I heard
still young enough where he can get away with it. I quit when I was 42. I quit when I was 42. And now that I'm going to be 68 coming up in February, 60 fucking 8, I'm almost dead. Let's be real. I'm about ready to check out. It's been fun. See everybody, but whatever. We'll see how long I can go. Because it's kind of built-in mortality with different people. Now, some of my relatives, when you do genealogy, they live to a ripe old age. But I got to tell you something. My cousins on the reservations, there's so many of those people die so young. There's so many. They're fraught with alcoholism and smoking and drugs and violence. It's just a real mess out there. Okay, Meatloaf is scheduled. The late, great Meatloaf. We lost Meatloaf, too. Here's another one gone. Holy smokes. Regular sleep pattern, key to holding a diet. If sleeping's out of whack, my diet goes out the window. Yeah, but I guess you start getting different cravings. Eric only eats one meal a day. Now that I work in construction, I'm down to 180. Oh, my God. That is a great weight. 180? Oh, my gosh. I could probably do a 180, but I'd be pretty slender. I don't know. 180. I like 195. 195 has still got some good heft to it, some weight.
We always talk in stones here.
Yeah. What's how many stone is 1 pound? 1 American pound.
Oh, somebody Google it in the chat.
Okay, let's find out. Hang on. I'll talk to the Hey, computer thing. I've got a friend from England. We want to know what the corresponding American weight is for 1 English stone. So how many pounds is a stone?
A stone is 14 pounds.
1 stone is 14 pounds?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. 14 pounds in American measurements.
Wow.
So if someone's 10 stone, that's
Well, there you go.
Wow. Okay. So hold on. Okay. There we go. Hang on. I'm going to do this. Okay. So I'm 212 American pounds. How many stone am I? How stoned am I?
you're about 15 stone 2 pounds. And as
50.
for how stoned you are, that depends on how much you weigh and how much you've had.
Okay. I quit being so funny there, you. Okay. So I'm, how much am I? I'm 15 stone. About 15 stone.
And what were you?
Oh, okay. How much is 309?
Yeah, you're about 15 stone.
Okay, how much is 309 pounds converted to stone?
That's about 22 stone 1 pound.
I was 22 stone.
Holy crap, that's amazing. Hi, Marty.
Hey, Marty, we're all rockers.
Yeah, I caught the song. It's
Marty,
very catchy.
you are going to enjoy this next story. It's going to hit you hard.
Oh,
We watched a great movie last night, Sue and I, and we thought of you. And interestingly enough, we thought of Brian, and it's called Old Joy. Old Joy. And it takes place in Oregon, of all places. And
really?
it's called Old Joy. And I want you to watch it. It's available on YouTube.
Okay.
I think it's under the auspices of Old Joy 2016. But it's actually a 2005 film. Watch it, learn from it, and report back to me because you're going to see.
Sue, why are you laughing?
Wow, you're going to see things that you're going to go, oh my God.
Does it have to do about how racist Oregon is?
Who was the first to say this is like Brian and Marty? You went, was it me or you?
It was me.
Oh,
There we go. We love you, Brian.
No,
Love
but you
Brian.
said this is like Brian, and I go, well, yeah, Brian and Marty.
Yeah, I think you did that part. I went this thing. I go, that guy reminds me of Brian, but then you went there. And then, holy smoke, 4D. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to reveal the thumbnail because now that today's show is done, like we've got the thumbnail for today. Let's show the children the thumbnail from our upcoming episode. This is going to be 4D. I hope you like this next one. It's Tuesday's show. I really encourage everybody to tune in on our Tuesday show because it is something special.
Well, I'm not missing that one.
Okay, it's going to be special. Okay, there we go. And let me go here.
Oh,
Back.
go Ducks.
Okay, so Tuesday's episode is going to be called Sorrow and the Pity. Sorrow and the Pity. And there we've got 4D. Let me get in here. Hold on.
Is that 4D?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
4D.
that's 40. Sorry, I was thinking Michael 45.
Yeah, can you see my mousey kind of doing stuff?
Oh, so that's what 4D looks like. Right on. I love the glasses.
Okay, that's 4D. And then there's PB Tall. And look, I'm all sad. I'm all sad. Sorrow and the Pity. Sorrow and the Pity. So it's going to be a big episode. And I hope everybody watches that one. 4D, an incredible simulation. Notice he's got a cup of tea, David. He's holding a cuppa.
Well, I want to go and make another one, so I'm going to leave you with Marty for a
Okay.
moment. I'll
All
just duck out. And Denise keeps saying, "Tell them about your New Year's Eve gig." You know about the New Year's Eve gig. I revealed all that, didn't I? Before with
I wish I could be there. That'd be fun.
Elizabeth Westwood and Neil X and all that sort of thing. So yeah, you know about that.
So look at you guys. What a team you make. Peaceful Cacophony. Denise is actually promoting you now after you promoted her.
Yeah, true. Yeah, there you go. Well, there you go. We'll keep it balanced. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, have a cuppa and then come on back to us. Okay, this is really good. Upcoming episode at 10 o'clock this morning at the VC family table. What? There's a program this morning. Okay, and Sue, we'll get back to Marty in just a sec, but we got to bring up people. What's going on? Hey, what's the theme of the new Ghost channel? Same as Music Man, Rich is going less music, politics based. I think, well, I've got a separate channel for my politics, so I get most of it out there. And generally, we can go politics free unless somebody brings it up here, in which case I'll address as needed. PRN, as our nursing friends say. But generally, no, a lot less politics. Because we created a reservoir to get my political angst out in a boot, which is great. It's fantastic. Okay, what else we got? Okay, so who you got? What do we got going 10 o'clock, Marty?
Okay. So today, I'm Mark Anthony is in the full swing of mastering my album right now, and he sent me the first track back, and it sounds really good. The guy's I'm so over my head with all the technical aspect of it.
Yeah.
But he's just taken my hand and guided me along the way, and it's been really great. So today, I lost my retail space. I got another one at a coffee shop here, but it's about half the records. So I have all these records. So today, what I'm going to do is have a discount blowout of all sorts of really good records at just like 30% off or more prices, just so that I can maybe supplement the cost of pressing the album. I thought I'd just do it for the fun of it. I have all these records, and maybe I can get some into the hands of my friends here in the VC. So I'm gonna show, I don't know, several hundred records today, and at really great prices, and see if anybody wants them. If they want to just come along and hang out, that's what I like the most. So that's the plan for today anyway. But I've got some grails and some classic rock. Like here's this. I have 4 copies of this just in my inventory, but I've never seen one. It's a reissue, I think, from '75, right? Because the first ones had the bicolor Atco label. I think like is it the plum and gray or something like that. But this one I've never seen this album in such great shape. So like this will be one, like this is like a $30 album, and I'll sell it for $15 today. If somebody wants it, something like that.
Is that the second one from their discography?
Is it? I'm not sure which one. I think you're right.
I think it's their sophomore effort.
Yeah. So I've got lots of good classic rock. I brought some new wave home.
Yeah.
So
you have that killer new wave score.
I did. Yeah, and lots of good stuff like Love. I know that people are high on the box set right now. Stuff, an early T-Rex.
Oh yeah.
We'll go
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I have lots of, and then I have some blues to go, John Lee Hooker, and then there's several that are where I'll do like I have a little stack of let's see here.
Hey, Scott, so many records, children.
Of Santana's.
Yeah, great one, Brad.
It's got the poster in it. They're not in mint shape, but something like that. 4 records for like $30. One with the poster, something like that.
Yeah.
So I think we'll have some fun showing some records anyway, and maybe do some chatting and stuff like that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And I mean, how many records do you think you got to get rid of?
Oh, well, I'm happy. I have room to store them, but I've got at least 1,000 sitting right here in my studio.
Wow.
So
that's you got as many records to get rid of as I own. I've got 1,500 records.
Myself included. I'm about half of my records are retail and half of them are in my own collection. But it's so awesome to, when you come across records that you don't know about, just finding something that I want to toss in my own collection. I listen to it and I'm just like, oh, I think I need to keep that. I found a while back the Ambrosia album that's got, what's the song on it? I forget. It's PB Thal it's one of PB Thal's favorite albums too.
Aren't Ambrosia's like country rock or something? Right?
No, it's more like this album is more like prog. It's got a little more prog aspect to it. Okay. But it's so stuff like that. It's been great to be able to go through all these records. I listen to just about everything and see if I want it. But
did you ever listen to Daniel Amos, or was Daniel Amos outside of your?
He's a Christian rocker, right? Yeah.
Well, that was the band, right?
Yeah, I have one of their albums actually inside.
Yeah, Drunken Angel was the one that I had. I love.
That's the one I have. I have Drunken Angel.
I love that song.
Yeah,
it's the title track from it. I just love pretty good country band. Then Stephen Schnee was saying that they actually morphed into kind of a new wave sounding thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so kind of reinvention.
Yeah.
The band.
So it's called Ambrosia.
Yeah, the band's called Ambrosia.
That's the UK's leading brand of rice pudding.
Oh, I love rice pudding
and custard and that sort of thing.
You know what I like, but it's hard to get. But I love a real tapioca, like the real McCoy tapioca.
Yes,
that's delicious. But when you have the fake stuff, it's all chemical. It's no good. You got to have the real tapioca. Or it's no good. Okay, this is how I came across Gene and Debbie. They only had one album. Never heard about them until they were in a collection. Very good, or such a good album.
Yeah. Yes, 4D Man. Yes, I do.
Ambrosia's biggest hit was The Biggest Part of Me.
Okay, question. Doesn't anyone in the VC collect a film? I've got a handful, about 25, 26 of them.
I have a lot.
But it comes down to priority, room and space for everything, because soundtracks, they're novel, Flash, help, Flash,
but I think, is 4D Man talking about the actual incidental music, like Tangerine Dream doing Firestarter?
Tangerine Dream in the 1980s, and I've always said this, when you see Tom Cruise in what was the one, Risky Business? Tangerine Dream did the music for Risky Business. Their music elevated what would have been otherwise a very typical coming of age story into something that resembled art. It became an art piece, an art film.
But
it elevated the whole thing because of music.
I love things like sort of Blade Runner, Walkabout, Videodrome. There's those sort of the incidental music. Yeah, the incidental music. Not like a compilation of the songs in the soundtrack. So.
Well, I've got like the soundtrack, like you're talking about with Enter the Dragon.
All right, yeah.
I just love it. And so it's got all that Asian kind of rhythm that Lalo Schifrin put in, or Lalo Schifrin.
I've got the entire collection. of Stranger Things so far. I'm hoping there'll be a season 5
series,
sort of thing. It's great.
Okay.
Chuck T, you probably have this.
Oh yeah, there you go.
James Bond.
Yeah, Diamonds Are Forever. I always got the dates wrong. That's like 1971 or some bloody thing.
It doesn't say on the back here.
Yeah, it's later. They did it later than I thought. I always think of it as 1969, but I believe it's like a 1971 movie. And then, of course, 1973. Paul McCartney, Live and Let Die. Saw it live. That was fantastic, by the way, to see Paul McCartney do that. I've seen Duran live play View to a Kill. So I've seen at least 2 of the Bond themes played live. 2 of the Bonds I've seen live. Okay, Ambrosia started as prog. Then they became a slicker yacht rock kind of
There we
thing.
go. Yeah, Stephen.
So
Yeah.
Stephen knows this stuff. And then 40 goes, I go by the composer rather than the film. Jerry Goldsmith, John Barry, Bernard Herrmann,
Graham Revell. I love Graham Revell stuff. He did The Crow and
Miklos Rozsa, old stuff. I've got that. I got Dr. Zhivago soundtrack for the love of God.
That's one I come across every now and then. Yeah.
I've got the soundtrack to Deep Throat.
Oh, wow.
Deep Chill is the Big Chill. The Big Chill. That was a big movie in the 80s. Big movie. The Big Chill. Ambrosia's on Arthur.
Yeah. You know what? We lost Dudley Moore too soon. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Peter Cook too soon for that more thing. Okay. Good morning, Sue and Rachel. I saw your new intro. Fantastic. Rachel, you're so thin. Well, I'm very tiny.
You look great. Skipping along there. Look like you don't. I wouldn't have known you had a knee problem.
I don't.
I told her too.
My knee problem
What
is
the hell are you doing
actually
with
in really
those
good shape.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah.
Did you know that both myself and Beetle Babe, separately, obviously, have been in a room with Dudley Moore, but at that time we didn't know that's who it was.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
It's weird. It's just a weird coincidence that we. She's a big Dudley Moore fan, but
He's the best.
because my mum and dad, my dad was a jazz musician, and so we used to spend a lot of time with people like particularly Cleo Lane and Johnny Dankworth.
Oh wow!
And I remember being left at Cleo's. No, we were around at Cleo's house, I think, at one point, and there was just a guy in the corner playing piano, very good piano, you know. And it was much later that my mum sort of said, "Well, yes, that was Dudley Moore," you know, sat in the corner playing piano. I had no idea.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done it that way yet. Okay, talking to the producer about the intro that we shot. Okay, so Dudley Moore, and I've told Marty this before, but Dudley Moore appears on one of my favorite artists, Larry Norman's In Another Land, my favorite Larry Norman album as well. And Dudley Moore plays on there on The Sun Began to Rain. He plays keyboards on that. And I forget the guy's name. I want to say Glenn Wetton, Greg Wetton, the guy, whoever he was, the lead singer for Asia, plays
John Wetton.
John Wetton? He was from
John Wetton.
Is he from King Crimson too?
Yes, from King Crimson as well.
Yeah.
He plays the bass on Larry Norman's In Another Land. And it's produced by Andy Johns, who also produced Rolling Stone album.
Is that Glenn Johns' brother?
It is Glenn Johns' brother.
Wow.
So Larry Norman had these tremendous. No wonder it's my favorite album. And you know, when I first became a Christian back in the 70s, it was really hard to find music that you could think was actually kind of cool without being sappy or Lawrence Welk-like and worthy of parody. When Larry Norman came out with In Another Land, the songs are so accessible, so pop-powered that anybody, regardless of inclination, it's like if you don't get, screw the lyrics, just listen to that thing rock. It's just a great album.
Hey, Scoozy, can you hear me?
Yep.
Fantastic Freudian slip there for the drop the kink, BB.
Oh, did I say drop the
kink? Holy smokes!
Good catch,
kids
David.
are
I
getting
did
into
not see
kink.
that.
Oh my god!
I don't want her to drop the kink. She's
Okay,
part of
4D,
Beatle.
here we go. Full disclosure: I once got a kiss from Cleo Lane.
Wow.
John Dankworth was fuming. Oh my gosh, 40. Hey, 40, what do you think of your likeness in the great thumbnail coming up Tuesday front and center. We're going to be digging into it.
From what we've said today, me and 4D Man should hang out, really, because we could listen to soundtracks and talk about,
Well, he's
Yeah.
all the way up in Manchester. You got to bring him down. Or if he's he may be on the continent now. I don't know where the hell he is. Hey, Rach, I took my mom to see Paul for the first time a few weeks ago, early Christmas gift. She's been a Beatles fan since 1963 and had never seen him live. Incredible show. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad she got a chance to do it.
Wow.
Paul's in his 80s now. Who knows how long we're going to get him. And there's Larry Norman. If you're interested in Larry Norman as an artist, you don't know much about him, check it out. You can hear one or two of his songs over on YouTube. Everything on YouTube. Okay. Now, he wasn't, of course. John Dankworth was the same type of old school gentleman as George Martin or Peter Cushing. At least I felt so.
Yeah, he was a lovely man. And so's my dad. My dad was very similar.
Okay, well,
and
teach me about George Dankworth for us people who are on this side of the pond. What's the story about Dankworth? What's his claim to fame?
he's the world-class jazz clarinetist.
Oh, a clarinetist.
And the husband of Clea Lane, and for many years as well. I think they married when she was like 30 or something like that, or 25.
Okay, I really like this. Latest soundtrack pickup was Excalibur, and we just rebought that, but Blu-ray.
Is that the one with Sean Connery?
Yeah, no. It's got Patrick Stewart. It's got Patrick Stewart is big in it. It's got Richardson, the Scottish actors, and it playing Merlin. And then who else? It's a Borman.
John Borman. Oh.
John Borman directed it. It's probably the best sword and sorcery telling of the mythology surrounding the legend de Mort Arthur, the legend of King Arthur of Camelot. And of course, it's got all that kind of, who is the king? It's got all that kind of dramatic British kind of speak that they do and stuff. Very good.
Nicole Williamson.
Williamson. He's Merlin. He's Merlin.
John Borman's son, Charlie Borman, is a hero of mine. He's a
why is Charlie? What's his claim?
He's a big motorcycle guy. He was in John Borman's film The Emerald Forest when he was a kid, which wasn't a huge hit, but I have the soundtrack to it. But Charlie is best friends with Ewan McGregor. We all know Ewan McGregor, the actor, and they did a movie, I don't know, 25 or a docu-series 25 years ago called The Long Way Around, where they rode.
So that was Borman's kid with him in that, and they go to Morocco and they're driving in.
Yeah, they go east from John O'Groats, I think it is, or London or whatever, all the way around across Russia and up into Alaska and then down to New York. And then they've done 3 or 4 other series, The Long Way Up, The Long Way Down. They just did The Long Way Home. And then he's been kind of an ambassador, a motorcycle ambassador for the last 20 years since that. Charlie was painting houses and doing interior decorations when it all came. And he had like 5,000 pounds to his name when they started this journey. And he credits his best friend Ewan for really setting him on this motorcycle course. Yeah. And he has been in some unbelievable wrecks, like wrecks where the recovery is over a year, smashes both of his ankles, and he did the race to Dakar where he broke his wrists and all sorts of stuff. The guy's he's just incredible, but he's just a sweet guy, and he occasionally goes and visits his dad, John, and it's really fun. I just love him dearly. Yeah,
I know the person you mean because I know the person who wrote and performed the theme song to Long Way Round.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No kidding. I know that tune for sure.
Yeah, it's Kelly from Stereophonics.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic.
It's a solo thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Marty.
Produced by the guy that mixed my single. There you go.
Okay, Marty, this is for you. You got to watch this. This is the closest I've come to anything I've seen on the silver screen resembling your fascinating relationship with Tokyo Bryant.
What?
So good.
Yes, absolutely. Rochelle, click on that. Have a little run through. Make sure that is must viewing, powerful, powerful film. Take a look and make sure you watch that. David, it might be a little too much for you. This is, gosh, it hit home so strongly for us last night as we watched it. A beautiful film. The Long Way Round changed your life. Yeah, well, this will change it even more, Rochelle, once you see this strange but
Oh, Old Joy. Okay, that's the one. Okay.
Old Joy. That's what it is. Old.
Guess we can't
Joy.
show a clip.
Well, we could,
Show a
I
clip.
guess. We could
Come on,
show
show
a
a
clip. Okay. Let's get through a little bit of this. Okay, hold on. Okay. Here we go. We're going to play just a little bit of the show in question. This Old Joy. And so it's going to hit close down for you, Marty, for sure.
Okay.
Lucy, come on.
When do we meet him? Okay, here we go.
And then it was mine for a while. Man, Mark, you really hold on to shit.
All right,
that I should
okay, we've
talk.
seen enough. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wow. You know, you just pick a line. But anyway, it's really worth watching. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a great art film. Now, Marty, this is from Eric.
Yeah, I know that. I know Nora Lee very well. I've watched her stuff for years. She's probably the biggest motorcycle channel on YouTube. She's absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, David, you want to read this for collective edification?
Just updated our album. I think I keep saying this to Denise. It's the EP. The EP has got 6 tracks on it now. The album will be 11 tracks and will be, coming out next year. But yeah, it's the EP now has 6 tracks. So
Okay, Sue, I'm sorry, David.
It was a funny line.
Sue, stop it. Just stop it. I think you've done enough damage for one day. I love you, Brian, but it's just a good little movie.
What?
I don't understand.
How did you guys hear about it? Did you stumble upon it or
We
what?
stumbled on it last night. I said, this looks kind of interesting. And so we watched it. And as it unfolded, I went, my God. Yes, absolutely.
He's a nice guy, Brian. I mean, I got a sticker and a little card.
He's a
and everything
super
as
nice
well.
guy. Brian, listen, whoa, let's not get anything wrong about Brian. We love Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, thank you so much for your sweet note, which I adore. That's going up on the fridge. And then we got this sticker, which is incredible. Genius.
That's really good. That
It's a cool design. Yeah, it really is. It
That
really
is
is.
genius.
I'm really surprised somebody hasn't
done it before that.
Yeah,
What a
so
marketable
good.
idea.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I'm thrilled with that. Holy smokes!
Yeah, it's just a lovely gesture in a world that there aren't that many gestures like that going around.
So everybody, here's the deal. Head over there now, download this thing, go support it. Brian, we love you. Brian, you've got to watch Old Joy. And I'm very curious, Brian, about your reaction to it. Very curious about your reaction to it, Brian. So watch that film. God, you know what would be my dream? Have Marty and we do God, what do you call those things where you do a watch program when we're sitting there with
I love those. Yeah, do it like a mystery science theater.
Oh yeah.
And we just comment, this part.
Well, for ages, me and Beetlebave have said we'd love to do like a watch along thing with things like the Sergeant Pepper film and Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, like really awful films, but just so yeah.
Okay, it looks like Lucky may have seen this. I saw it years ago. Old Joy is the name of the film. Also, Old Joy director is another great film, Wendy and Lucy with Michelle Williams. Similar vibe, excellent, but done with Goyles. Okay, so it'll be different that way. This is a God. This is so good. Okay, beware, Brian. I sense two hands across the waters coming on. Well, hands across the water on this program. What we like to do is create peace. Yeah, we're peacemakers. And so we do these incredible humanity first programs where we unite disparate entities in the vinyl community to bring stronger bonds, because by gum, the ties that bind are the binds that tie. Okay, you can quote me on that. That's a powerful affirmation. Okay. Holy smokes, this is great. Marty, you've been witness to some of this I know, humanitarian work on my part. You must be you must be going, by gum, how does Rach do it?
How do you hold it all together? I don't know. It's beyond
the
me.
world wonders.
Yeah.
The world wonders. David, what was your favorite thing where I've been able to bring disparate parties to peace?
That you've been able to what? Sorry.
Well, I bring disparate entities. For example, say, we may have 4D Man. That's coming up on Tuesday. And PB Tel, they're on the outs. I'm going to bring them together. And I'm going to bring them together in love and mutual respect. And they're going to love one another so much that I think they'll be regulars in each other's lives.
Okay. So you feel that is. I have to admit that.
Look at my innocence.
I'm more in the 4D Man camp, in that, like, the British one was not a success, regardless of what you say. But bringing Spring Hill Jim and Marty McGrath on.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It didn't go well, Rachel. We ended up losing Beetle Babe, and we ended up just with these. Well,
we got Beetle Babe back. You got to play the long game.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
Put your cards on the table, David. Don't be shy.
But they were just horrible. They were horrible people.
Whoa! What? What am I hearing here?
Marty McGrath and Spring Hill were not good.
Okay, where is this coming from? First of all, I am absolutely nonplussed. I think they're great boys. By the way, anybody who wants a cool sticker, and this is have a nice play. This is how they go together. Direct message Brian, and he has it there. Brian, watch Old Joy. Okay, very curious about responses.
I'm curious. You said it reminds you of me and Brian. Who's who? Am I the?
I think that's up. No.
I said you'll find out.
You'll find out. I want you to tell me who you may identify as it unfolds. This is part of the magic of it. I want to see how perceptive my visioning is. And I want Rochelle in on this. So grab a big bowl of popcorn, you two kids.
Maybe we'll watch it this afternoon. Yeah.
Sit down, watch it, and get the hell back to me as soon as possible. Feel free to email me. Rachel, send them. Rachel, send them. Send what?
Well, the last thing he said, what's happening with you, David? Well, have you just started watching? Is that Bill? It is, isn't it?
Kreiner! Yeah. Kreiner, you son of a bitch! Okay, let's see what happens, David. Let's hear. Tell him what you're up to, David.
Well, has he not been watching?
I don't know his lifestyle.
There's a new single out today, and we've played the video, and we've heard it, and hopefully there's some people that go, I quite like that. That's worth £1 or whatever it is, 99p, I think. But yeah. So that's what I'm doing. And
you mentioned something about pressing your album to vinyl. You should do that.
It's just that I would love to, but I've never done it outside having the sort of safety net of having a record company basically take the.
Well, it's definitely possible. You can do it.
Tell because you're doing it, right, Marty?
Yeah, that's the whole
Marty
thing.
Can do it. He's a kid in his basement in Oregon. Then you can do it.
Yeah, I've just never done it
in your basement in England.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the Venus Reaction was the closest I got to doing things myself, but I still had, Chris at Plain Groovy Records, who you know, and I was on the same label as Chris Difford from Squeeze and all that sort of stuff, you know. So there was a little bit of they knew what to do, if you know what I mean, you know. Whereas I don't. I mean, I think what Mark does is incredible, you know. It's
Yeah,
like,
in fact, I don't know anything. Like he's going to help me through the process even after the mastering of hooking me up with the pressing plant. There you go.
Yeah, that's smart.
Uh,
I was
That's
I
the
was
last
listening to
time I
that.
knew before
I
the
was
he's
break.
listening to
got
that
a lot of
earlier on.
connections and stuff like that. He's really helping me out
So
there.
what I'm
So,
saying,
Yeah.
Marty, so I love this. So you're making the full plunge. You're going to cut 100 records, I think.
that's the plan, to do 100 to start, and
Okay.
you know, I don't have any illusions about selling a whole bunch
Oh
or
no,
whatever.
I'm buying one. I'm
Oh, I
buying.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
So
I'm
do-
in for a copy, so that's
You can sign
two.
it. Maybe you'll sign it for me or something.
I will. In fact, I'd like to number them too. I think I'm going to get them shipped to me. Rochelle just freshened up my coffee cup here. Thank you, dear.
You are spoiled rotten like me.
I am spoiled. I think I'm gonna get them shipped to me non-shrink wrapped. So I'm gonna put a sticker in it, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to create my own obi in some fashion to do that. But it's mostly just to solidify the physical media of a project that I did, and you know, so that it lasts for my girls and stuff like that. And I
Well,
think
you're
people will enjoy it.
musical, and it is a legacy. Anytime you cut to vinyl, and it's a great thing. I got my dad. My dad cut a 45 back in like 1964, a country kind of thing, country guy,
Mhm.
and it's a great little record. And you know, to hear my dad's voice, my biological father, who I never had, he died before I found out who he was.
Yeah.
So I never got a chance to meet the guy. And here he is singing on 2 songs. Great.
My dad cut several Southern gospel albums, and so I'm kind of following in that footstep.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, are those available? Do you have any of those?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's been singing Southern gospel since I was a little kid, and his group was called the Good Shepherds Quartet,
Yeah.
and they were kind of them and another group called the Knox Brothers, which were 6 brothers here in the Willamette Valley. They were for I don't know, like 40 years, they were the Southern gospel quartet music groups in Western Oregon here. So I grew up. They used to bring the families up on stage, and we'd all sing a couple of songs.
That's good. That's good family memory. Like that's.
Oh yeah, I mean that's where it started. That's
wonderful.
For me.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful.
That's why I find that quite interesting that all 4 of us, you know, our dads, you know, our dads were musicians and put out albums and stuff. Obviously, my dad was a jazz, but it's like even William the other day was talking about. He showed 2 albums that his dad is. It's George.
Very cool.
George Burke.
Okay. Very important comment, and thank you for that comment because you know it's in the blood, right? Marcus, this is a Project Gemini. Mark Anthony K.
Yep.
It can be done, David. I think Cacophony can move 100 albums. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easy. Easy.
I think Marty can move 100 albums. I really think Marty can move 100 albums.
I can't do that. Star power. I can't.
Yeah. So after record collection, that's awesome.
Okay, take it from Marty. Holy smokes! Well, you know, here's the deal: is that you do the advance order thing. You get people commit like a GoFundMe, right? It's done all the time. What do they call those things? Tell me, kids. It's a like a crowdsource.
Yeah.
So you're
I'm going to pay for it all up front, and then if I sell whatever I sell, I mean I'll give a lot away.
Oh, you'll get your money back. I guarantee you. We'll push it here.
I don't want to. I'm not. You know, I don't want to sell a $30 record to try to recoup the cost at all. So I'm not. I'm not going to make any profit if I make a little bit back on my investment just to get the project done.
Yeah, you don't look for the profit. You just look to get the money back that you put into it. You know?
Yeah, I want to be able to share my music and you know, say I did it.
Maybe we should put a Denise poster in ours or something.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go. Yeah.
Oh, that'll sell a few more.
She could reenact that woman with the tennis racket walking away, scratching.
Oh, Anna Kournikova. I love that.
So see, Project Gemini, Mark Anthony K. He's the expert. There's no need to sell the album. Just do a Bandcamp pre-order, and people get all on board. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. Some had talented grandfathers,
Yeah.
grandmothers, and it's in the blood. It comes through the whole history of the family. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
It's good, isn't it? The more you find out, and you sort of more, it's like I said, it's like there's a couple of things 4D Man said today, and I just thought, yeah, that's me too. It's always nice to know that you're in the right sort of bunch of friends.
Well, it comes. I mean, it's in the genes. It's in the blood. You want to make it happen. So I've told you this before, David. Hey, Denise, forget David. Just make the album deal. Go talk to Mark, and then because he's too lazy, he won't do it. Get an album. We want an album, and we'll advance pay for it. Okay, you just get ahead and go do it, and start taking orders now for vinyl, and I'll buy it today for you.
Rachel, I think on your audio, have a look in your. I mean, it's not desperate, but it's if you look in your audio settings and stuff, see if you've got some sort of noise gate on that mic, because it sounds like, I know people have it on their phones so that when they're talking outside, it cuts out traffic noise in between them talking to you. It's like a noise gate opens when they say something. Because when you lean back in your chair and talk quietly, which isn't often, let's face it.
No, it's not.
But when you do that, sometimes it just cuts you. Yeah, I can't hear you now.
She's doing that on purpose.
Oh, is she? Yeah, right.
Yes, I'm doing it, purpose.
You.
Okay, hold on. We got problems. Rachel's Ghost, I'm protesting you. What's going on, Magic Alex? I love you. Magic, remember, there's no such thing as a bad boy. Even if you're not good at electronics and you cost the Beatles so much money, Alex. But that's okay. I consider you to be a good boy. And what's your protest about? I'm so curious, so excited about this protest. I love young people and their fervor. Go ahead. Tell me what's up, little Alex. Gosh, I love these children. Okay, what else we got going? Could he play piano and tap dance at the same time? That's a whole different other thing.
Hey, David, do you remember that scene on Wayne's World where they're in the drive-thru at the donut shop and Wayne goes to place his order and he goes, "Yeah, I'd like a fork and a and then the person at the other end repeats the order exactly with that back to him. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, now I adjusted the thing on it. Is that better? There's a button at back. I hit it.
It's still sort of teetering on.
Well, no, it's one of these big mics, room mics that can pick up sound everywhere. Yeah, but I relax.
Maybe you need a gaffer.
Hold on. I need a boom mic I can bring over. Okay, hold on. Don't touch it. It's all right.
I'm going to fix it.
I love it.
Alex. Oh, I didn't mean to. I bet the viewership's gone down now. We're just talking about volumes. No, I was just thinking, because I know people have got it on their phones, and sometimes if they drop their voice too low, the noise gate kicks in. Oh, she's doing the Bowie in a box bit.
Rach, can you give us 2 verses of "Killing Me Softly," please?
Rachel used to sing a lot more on the old show, don't you? Do you not think? There was a lot more. I'm not saying it's pleasant, but I'm just saying she used to do it a lot more, I like that.
Uncomfortable silence. Hey, Rochelle and I saw a great movie last night on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Called Jay Kelly. It's brand new release with Adam Sandler and George Clooney and Emily Mortimer and Jim Broadbent and a few other people you'd recognize. But it's just this. It's George Clooney plays a kind of like a Gene Kelly kind of Clark Gable aging Hollywood star who is kind of goes to Europe for a weekend or whatever, and Adam Sandler's his manager and follows him over there, and it's just kind of this emotional kind of roller coaster that he goes on, coming to terms with the relationship he's had with his daughters, and it's so beautifully scored and shot. The lighting is really, really good. Netflix has got the money now, man. They can make
Yeah.
they can do a production. But I would suggest, I highly recommend that movie, Jay Kelly, if anybody is looking for something to watch. It's
Okay.
really good. Are you still mouthing, or are you actually? We can't hear you, Rach.
Oh, what have I started? Not only have I made people suffer through half an hour of me and Denise whittering away and playing our stuff, but now I've ruined the sound of Rachel. Have you got a show tonight, Marty?
Yeah, 10 o'clock. It's
Oh yeah, sorry, it's 6 o'clock here. It'll be.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right, we got it
Here
back.
she is. Lovely.
Took a while. Took a
Okay,
while.
now that you've got it there, you can grab it when you go sit
Yeah,
back.
and so we'll just put it here.
Yeah.
There's our new spot for it. We just got another USB port. I'm in the mood for love.
There you go.
Simply because Mazzy's
Get into
near
it.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is Mazzy and Rob today?
I'm in the mood for love. All right, fantastic. That's all showbiz.
There you go. Now it's
Now you've
Nope.
fucked it.
Can't move this around that much
Okay, we got. It's questionable, isn't it?
because we've got a questionable USB here. It should work
Okay.
now.
Okay, hold on. Let's take a look, see what it's doing.
there. You're strong.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So we've got a
that's
very
good right there.
sneaky USB cord that goes.
Is that? Oh, it's the cord and not your new computer, not the port
No,
in your new computer.
it's a cord. The computer is a beauty.
We'll get
Oh
a new
my
cord
god.
for it.
Okay, a famous mime artist who studied under Marceau once scared the bejesus out of me purely by staring at me for 10 seconds in an audience. That's just crazy.
I actually saw Marcel Marceau live at Norwich Theatre Royal when I was a kid. There was a lot of that
hero,
going on.
Angelo. You're an influencer.
Can you show Angela where a new intro?
Angelo, we got a new intro for the show. We're going to play it for you because we're so damn proud of it. Okay, so we got that one. We got so many different.
Fair enough, Denise.
Okay, hang on. History. There we go into the history of what we've watched. There we go. Pause. Okay, Angelo, you're going to like this. This is all for you. And one of your favorite artists is featured in it. I hope if you keep your eyes peeled, you'll see it. Here we go. Hang on. Here we go. This is a new channel introduction. Going to be seeing a lot more of it.
I wanna be where the boys are, but I'm not allowed. On the other side of the boys' bar, I wish them to all come out. I'm not a It's not my fault that I'm not a boy. It's not my fault I don't have those toys. I'm not a boy. I'm not
All right, there you have it.
Okay, I got a couple of questions.
Yes, go right ahead.
There is train tracks on Vancouver Island, huh?
We got a lot of trains here.
Okay, on the island. And did I see snow?
Before you go on, do you know that British Columbia joined Confederation of Canada in 1867? The deal was you had to give us a railroad. That was the deal, or we wouldn't join. We would have joined the States. Damn you, railroad! Damn you to hell! Stupidest deal ever.
I like on that track. I love on that track that I said to Denise the other day. Very rarely do you hear like rock music or pop music with tubular bells in it as a sort of thing, and yet like we did that on Skeleton Way, if you remember, when we did Skeleton's Way. there was, and I thought that I thought, oh, wicked, let's put Tubular Bells in. That's original, but obviously someone was doing it back in the 80s.
Holy smokes, powerful comment. Way to ruin a good pop song. It's a beautiful video that accompanies that. You're lucky you're hearing the song at all. I don't think it's getting a lot of airplay these days. I'm Not a Boy, or it's simply called Boy. The song's called Boy. But Russell, so I can't believe, Russell, you're not falling in love with the joie de vivre of a careful, bountiful day out just in the goodness of tidings.
Was there any publishing? Is there publishing rights you have to get to be able to use that, or how does that work?
It works because the owner of the copyright allows it to be used for the time being, at least on YouTube. And if at any time in the future, all they'll do is just take the videos away, which I never worry about that anyway.
Yeah.
The strength of this show is always in the live broadcast. People watch it after the fact, but there's the serendipity, the unexpected nature of it that I think is its greatest appeal.
Yeah. Well, if they ever do, you just film another one. It'd be fun to mix it up too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole deal, right? It's just being creative and fun. And we've done musical and little acting pieces before. I have a lot of fun seeing the result. I don't really enjoy putting them together, but I do enjoy the finished product because I laugh. It amuses me. So, it works for everybody, right? But yeah, if you want to rock and roll, you want to slim it down a little bit. I think that makes good sense for people. And if you ever decide, I can never monetize because I got a potty mouth and there's too many F-bombs and too many, you jerk, or stuff like that where we're all going nuts here. Me especially. There's no way in hell this thing will ever get monetized. So
I haven't heard any fuck yous today.
Do we really want to say goodbye to things like, Rachel and Mazzy screaming at each other, where she ends it with, and she's going to put like a fire extinguisher up his ass?
Oh, that was
whatever,
yeah, but that's comedy to me.
You got to have it. You got to have it. If you got monetized, you wouldn't be able to say those. That's
right, Renee. Gosh, you're funny. Darren Crawford. That's Darren Crawford one-liner. On the beach, hand in hand with HK. That's hilarious.
That was a fine moment.
Yeah, that was a fine moment. That was done to Je t'aime with what's his name? We got Brian kindly gifted me the 45 of that. Je t'aime. I just forget the guy's name who did it with.
Stunty in the shower was too much, though. That was bad.
Now, what was bad?
Stunty in the shower.
Oh, Stunty in the shower. Yeah, that's Stunty's own thing. But that's so funny about Stunty because he would do that crap on my show. But, on his own show, it's like this important record was released in 1934. It started the whole anarchist, crypto-analytic, nasty movement within the Republic. And then you go, what the fuck?
Serge Gainsborough?
Serge Gainsborough, yeah.
And Jane Birkin.
Yeah, and Jane Birkin. That's it. Thank you. There's certain things they won't let through, but they actually allow way more monetization than one might think. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And Stranger Things getting more coverage. People.
But I just mentioned that I have the whole collection of Stranger Things albums on colored vinyl, including the Halloween special and the compilations of 80s music.
Yes.
Serge Gainsborough. I like Serge Gainsborough a lot.
Now, do you have any of his stuff in your collection?
I do. My favorite song of his is there's one called Je suis venu te dire que je m'en vais.
Oh my gosh!
I've come to tell you that I'm leaving.
I've come to tell you I'm leaving. It sounds very sad.
It is very sad, and you can hear, if you listen on headphones, you can hear Jane Birkin in the background crying. You can hear her sniffing and crying.
No!
She was in the studio while he was singing it to her.
I love this. I love Jane Birkin too. She's gone too. She's one of the Yee girls. But
I've got a Jane Birkin album.
I think she passed this year. I think it's
fairly recently. Yeah.
Is she the namesake of the Birkin bag? Is that where they get that?
She may very well be. I believe so. As a matter of fact, I think she's connected. Yeah. Because she was such a icon of 60s fashion.
But then it took me like a whole month to realize that Daphne Guinness was connected to like Guinness.
Yeah,
Like the actual
Guinness, the empire.
part of the Guinness family. I had no idea. I thought she was just a singer, you know.
Boy, Wade, I love you so much. You are beautiful. Boy, you take a pounding wherever you come in here, but you're strong and you stay the course. We love you. Also, Wade, we're reaching out to you with our director. We need a kind of we need your great, powerful MAGA audience to support Greg's film. He's a liberal, but the star of the flick is everyone's favorite MAGA type, Rachel Scopes. Hey, Rach, Trump honors Kiss at the Kennedy Center Awards. He presented medals to Jean, Paul, Peter, and Ace's daughter. Kiss, congratulations for all your rocking and rolling. Fine work for Kiss. Yeah, what do you think about these Kennedy honors with celebrities and getting their little medals and everything? Do we give them too much, Marty? Do we just tend to give them too much?
I just think it's funny that Trump made himself the head of the head of the Kennedy Center.
Kiss Army?
Yeah.
Trump's the head of the Kiss Army?
No, he's the head of the Kennedy Center.
Oh, yeah, I think that's beautiful. Soon we won't be allowed to paint pride rainbows on public places. MLK Day and Juneteenth is being replaced by Donald J. Trump Day. I support it fully. Juneteenth, I think some of these holidays are kind of dumb. Juneteenth, like what the fuck?
What is Juneteenth? What is Juneteenth?
Nobody knows.
That's no one knows.
Good
That's the whole
question.
point of it. Okay. Okay, David. Okay, David. Let's talk about this moment.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for doing it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we're thinking. I think our next single is going to be Eternity, and I'd done this really lovely sort of swathes of keyboard type sort of thing for a middle eight, and then Denise just came up with the vocal line from Heaven that fit it just.
Oh my God.
And it did, yeah. It made me shed a tear down my
Okay,
eye.
I love that. I love the emotive. Marty, songs that can make a grown man cry. That'll be a good future program. Songs that make a grown. I've got to keep on that.
Starry Night from Don McLean makes me cry.
Starry Night. That is Vincent's theme for Vincent Van Gogh.
That's right.
Dear Vincent.
I can hardly make it to the third verse when I play it on the piano without getting choked up.
Okay, you know one that gets me? Anybody here see my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? He helped a lot of people. Like, they got young. Yeah, go.
What's that one? What is that one?
Boulder to Birmingham. That's the name
always
of the
cry in
song.
that song.
Yeah, that's I'll sing my soul in the bosom of Abraham. That's Emmylou Harris, song about Graham Parsons. That's and then the one that kind of gets me is Winnie the Pooh doesn't know what to do. Got a honey jar stuck on his nose. And then like down at the House of Pooh Corner, and they go, there's so much to be done. Counting the bees in the hive, the innocence of the biggest thing, the biggest worry you've got is counting the bees in a hive. Tears aplenty. And the other one is, then one day it happened, Jackie Paper came
Puff.
no more, and Puff, that mighty dragon, ceased his mighty roar, and he goes into his cave, and green scales fell like rain. Puff. But Peter Yarrow said that years later, it came out. There's such a and he said years later he had an extra verse where another child comes along, and Puff does live forever because each child grows out of Puff, but a new child is born, and they embrace the magic of childhood and the imaginary dragons and adventure.
So Puff the Magic Dragon isn't about marijuana.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I never thought it was.
I did. I thought it was one of those sort of slightly veiled,
Yeah, double entendre. It's like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It's LSD, but I don't think so. I think it really is Lucy in the Sky. It's my school friend Lucy. She's in the sky, diamonds. Happy incidentals, right?
Rach, do you know the Color song by Petra?
No, I don't. I don't know
Okay.
Petra's catalog. But I
Sue,
know
write. You can YouTube it. The Petra, the Color song. You'll
Now,
like
do
it.
I have? Maybe I have it. You never know with me with Petra because I don't know all their songs.
Yeah.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It makes me cry every time, but that's a happy song. Oh, daddy, dear, don't be wrong. Girls just want to have fun. And it's Captain Lou Albino. He was a big wrestling star with an earring in the 80s. He's gone now, too, tragically. A lot of those classic wrestlers from the 80s, they're all dead.
Do you remember the movie Girls Just Want to Have Fun with Sarah Jessica Parker and Helen Hunt?
I never saw it. I don't think
That
I
was
saw it.
fun. Yeah.
Okay. And that was a girl brain movie?
Yeah, but my 10-year-old boy brain liked to see, liked it anyway, got caught up in it. My little church boy mind loved it. Yeah.
The Birkin bag is not just named after Jane Birkin. She sort of designed
There you go.
it.
Brian
so
knows.
there, so she
Yeah.
designed it, Brian.
Yeah.
Octopus's Garden isn't about octopi. I just found out. What? I thought it's about an octopus, and I'd like to be under the sea. Octopus's Garden. I was requested to play House at Pooh Corner once at the end of a show, as a man's best friend had died that day, and it was his favorite song. I coincidentally been practicing it. Tears followed. Oh my God, the context for singing such a melancholy ditty. Eric, I just saw the video from Nick Johnson. He's in tears. So tell me about Stranger Things. So they do a lot of 80s soundtrack or music from the 80s.
Yeah.
And reintroduce them to a willing public.
Yes, and the guys that do the soundtrack, there's two guys who do all every score, if you like. Their studio doesn't contain any synths made after like 1984 or something, so it's all analog equipment and very much of that sort of that ilk, as it were. Sure.
Alone Again Naturally is a sad song.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then
Gilbert O'Sullivan. Yeah, that's a
make it
great
clear
song.
to who. And he goes, I was going to jump off. He goes, I took myself to the local tree. He's going to jump. Oh,
Talks about losing his dad and his mom.
and his
Right
mom.
there. Yeah.
At 64 years old, her husband, God bless her soul, got up.
Great song. I love
another one like that is Mr. Bojangles. When his dog dies after 20 years, he still grieves. That line in there with the dog, his old dog up and died. Oh my God.
Angelo Kelly's got it better than me. He sat next to Jane Birkin a few years.
There you go.
On a TV show. I had no clue who she was. Well,
Oh my God. Yeah, but did she stand out to you at all, Angelo? It's like, oh, this bud is kind of attractive. Let me know in the comments below.
In 1985, I was on a French TV show with Serge Gainsbourg.
I never. Well, you've been around. You've lived. Rach, speaking of Stranger Things, kids play Dungeons and Dragons. Did you play Dungeons and Dragons? I knew about it, but I wasn't that nerdy. I was nerdy, but I wasn't that nerdy. The big song this season is "Should I Stay or Should I Go" from The Clash. A good song. Should I stay or should I go now? It's a good song. That is about. I think that's another Viv Albertine kind of thing, because he was writing a lot of these songs.
Yeah.
I know Train in Vain is about her.
Train in Vain is definitely about Viv, and
that's my favorite.
And then she wrote Ping Pong Love Affair on the Slits album, which was about Mick Jones. For them, they were back and forth a lot and stuff. But
see, there's another one gone. Joe Strummer. I blew me away when he went because he's so young. He's in his 50s.
Well, he'd just come back from jogging as well, hadn't he? It's not like he was in bad shape,
Okay, here's my theory. Marty, David, check it out. I've said it before. I think that when people that do cocaine in their 30s, 20s, when you hit about 40, 45, 50, that there's a hardening of the arteries or myocardia, or there's some sort of heart damage that occurs when you do cocaine. That's my feeling.
I don't think Joe was a coke man, though. He was very much more the devil's lettuce, as they say.
Oh, okay. Well, that shouldn't have taken him out on that.
No.
Then you have the exception to the rule, like Ozzy, who lives to be 83.
Yeah. Or Lemmy as well.
Lemmy Kilmister,
Who thought Lemmy would make 70? Jeez.
Okay, here's the deal. So we have the guy come in. I forget his name. It's Martin McGrath or whatever. Magic Alex. Did anybody time Magic Alex out? I hope not.
Yeah, I blocked him
Oh, why block him?
because he was really rude.
Oh, it's okay.
No, he was not.
I
He
work
was-
with these children.
No.
so-
He was really
there's-
crude. Excuse me. He was extremely crude towards Beetle Babe in the
Oh,
chat.
was he?
So I blocked him.
Oh, I didn't know.
Besides that
I missed
channel-
that.
Besides
Hold on.
that channel was born today.
It's okay for it to be
So-
born today. Everybody's got to be born someday. Bless the children. But okay, so he's mean to Beetle
You
Babe.
missed it.
Oh, I missed
So,
that.
yeah.
Okay, so now
He's
I'm
gone
okay.
forever. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Evil One.
Yeah, exactly.
Evil One is gone. I think it's Marty McGrath. It's a shame because he's such a talent.
Well, he probably has 20 other channels.
Well,
So
hopefully
maybe
he'll be
one-
back. We don't want to lose one like Marty. He's a good boy. David, so you don't hold true to my philosophy about there's no such thing as a bad boy. You are.
I don't. I think every now and again there's a genuinely unpleasant
A bad one comes cropping up.
with
Marty-
no redeeming features whatsoever.
Marty, you've got a soft, gentle disposition, second only to the saccharine sweetness of Tokyo Brian himself. So it comes as a surprise to me that you too espouse a non-good boy philosophy.
Yeah, I'll give anybody 6 or 7 chances. I
Yes.
mean, depending.
Yes.
But at some point, it's just like, okay,
Yes.
you're causing too much trouble.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you did do a lot to provoke a Beetle Babe. You did it for looking too good. Okay, this is a big provocation for a lot of these kind of guys out there. Hey, Martin, have you ever kissed a girl? I didn't think so. So it happens to Goyles. Okay, no, not Band on the Run. Live and Let Die. Okay, Paul Anka recently performed My Way. He sings good for his age. Paul Anka, my introduction to
heard
Paul
that.
Anka is Please Stay With Me, Diana. I'm so young, you're so old. Oh, Diana, I've been told. You and me could be as free as two birds up in the tree. Oh, please.
There's a great
Hey,
Paul. Has anyone heard the Paul Anka where he loses it with his band and someone decided to press a tape recorder and he's just giving his band hell for some reason that and he's just effing and blinding, as they say, you know. It's
I
just,
love this comment. Well, Rachel, belief of redemption comes from Scripture. Belief in redemption does come from Scripture, but there's no such thing as a bad boy. It comes from the pits of hell. So there is that. The Bible does not espouse the good boy philosophy. Quite the opposite, in fact. But for our purposes here on the Rachel's Coast comedy show of shows, what we like doing is saying there's no such thing as a bad
By
boy.
the way,
I we have a lot of fun with it. Go ahead, David.
Rachel, I've got some Beatles stuff for you if you'd like to hear it.
Okay, let's hear it. I want to hear your Beatles story.
Do you listen to the podcast Word in Your Ear?
Word in Your Ear, and they're on YouTube. I've watched them. I know them. They've had a lot of big guests on.
There's a really good one. I watched it this morning, and it's the guy that's just done the book all about the minutiae of Capitol
Mark
Records,
Lewis
of
John.
The
Is it
Beatles.
Mark Lewis John or Kevin Spicer? Those two guys kind of.
I can't remember the name of the guy, but it's basically it's a real sort of deep dive into the whole Capitol Records thing and the sort of beef with EMI and all that sort of stuff. But it was fascinating. Sort of EMI purchased Capitol, but Capitol weren't that fussed about the Beatles, you know. And yeah, it was interesting. Anyway, I just thought of you because I just thought you love all that sort of stuff, don't you? You know?
Okay, I love this kind of story the audience brings. Rach, did you hear the news recently? Paul Anka confirmed Sinatra had a big one. You know, I would only expect nothing less from the chairman of the board. So there's no surprise there for me. I'm so happy about that. Okay, nobody with the handle Satan should be allowed here. That's for that heavy metal crap. Strong words of refutation by Andy. Okay, hold on. I've heard too much Beatles this week. Later, folks. You've hurt Angelo. You've made a big superstar go away.
Angelo, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, Angelo. We were trying to avoid that for today's show.
I'll hang my
Ava
head.
Gardner did the same. Yeah, what was the thing? Ava Gardner and what who's the redhead? Gilda, you know, she had Alzheimer's. Rita Hayworth. He goes on the old Saturday Night Live, chairman of the board. Okay, here's today's question. Sinatra group. Ava Gardner or Rita Hayworth, who would you rather? I disqualify myself. I've done them both. That's Frank for you. We love Frank. Oh, holy smokes, Frank. I like the one Doonesbury did. He's in Vegas. And so Steve Lawrence goes up to the girl at the casino, and she goes, Mr. Sinatra would like you to deal from the bottom of the deck for Mr. Sinatra. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, even for Mr. Sinatra, we're not allowed against house rules. And then in the background, at a bubble off camera, it goes, slap her around, Steve. That's Frank. Not everybody gets Frank. Okay, Massey and Rob spent hours talking Beatles. I'm so sorry this happened. I'm so sorry it happened. Sammy Davis. Now, the thing about Sammy Davis, everybody knows my Sammy Davis Jr. story. Apparently, it had anal sex so much that he had a rectum you could drive a bus through. This is from the FBI agents telling dear old dad this in the late 60s.
It looked like the business end of a high-powered telescope.
It was just exactly, and not a reflector. Okay, it was like, or the reflector is the big ones.
Okay, great.
Rachel, have you seen the PBS series Deconstructing the Beatles? I watched an episode the other night about the song Strawberry Fields Forever. Yeah, okay. Is it good? Let me know. Breaking news, Taylor Swift and Dick Van Dyke share a birthday 64 years apart, ladies and gentlemen. I don't need... oh, the candy man can. Come on, Fluffy. Toughen up, Fluffy. Holy smokes.
See, I said I miss Rachel singing, and the other thing I miss is just it's been a long time since we've had a PB.
Well, we're going to get one on Tuesday.
Well, we're going to get on Tuesday. It's going to be a PB Thal special. We're going to work some peace, okay? We're going to bring these kids together. Folks, we're going to wrap this thing up. We're 2:35. Marty's got to go set and prepare the table. Yep. Everybody head over to Marty's place. Please support him. I'd go, but after doing my thing,
all good. I
pull away from the computer.
I got you.
Well, thank you to everybody who watches this, and yourself and Scoozy for giving.
Yeah, let's go out with the video, because
great idea.
This is what it was. Let's end the show with the video. Thanks everybody for so much for being here watching, and you and Rochelle, make sure you watch Old Joy.
Yep. Joy. On the list.
And I'm very curious what you think. It may hit a little close to home. There may be a tear or two shed. Okay, it's not over. The official video. Here we go. Ignore the airplanes, folks.
Cheers, everybody.
Here we go. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let's go full screen, too. It deserves full screen.
You say